Hey there. No, I'm not feeling it. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Chantal, can you bring it in on me, please? Hey there. Welcome to BlackwaterDnD, where good friends tell better stories nice and up close. I didn't really think of the bit further than this, and now I'm panicking. So I'm going over to UM.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Awesome.
You just had to stay close. You had to stay on it.
There was a moment where everyone left the room, and I was like, I'm gonna make mischief.
Punch in.
And that was as far as I thought.
That's it. And then when Adam makes mischief, that is as far as you think.
Yeah, fully.
Perfect.
The real core part of a bit, and then I kind of flail after.
I'm going to jump right into announcements because I want to get to play some good D&D with my friends. I'm going to acknowledge that tonight we're streaming from the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish, Stolo, Semiahmoo, Kwantlen, Tsawwassen, and Musqueam First Nations. While our characters play in a world that Tim has created, we are honored to live, work, and play on these lands. We're all back at the table tonight, and it's so nice.
Well.
I know we miss Sean very much. We miss Sean so much, but he's out doing very cool things. But this crew, we're all here, and that's nice. That's good. If you love this campaign as much as we do, you can head on over to the BlackwaterDnD YouTube page. Campaign 2 episodes release on Fridays at noon, with our podcast episodes from the previous week dropping on Mondays at noon. You can type !YouTube in the chat to find our channel link. And we want to give a big thank you to our TechWater team of Chantal and Benji. Woo! Thank you for keeping us on the technical rails. Also in studio with us tonight is Eric Johnson. Eric also has published a new book. It is called Evolution and Ecology for World Builders, which is now available on DM's Guild. It's a free resource that helps writers and game designers create more internally consistent and immersive creatures, species, and environments. It's actually written by evolutionary biologists and designed and edited by Eric. It's also filled with like some really beautiful art, real art made by real people, not AI. It's so nice. I had a good read through it last night, and it's like if an academic journal actually truly understand world building. There's like citations in the back, which really made me happy. I really love it. You can type !ecology in the chat right now. It's free. You can head on over to DM's Guild and get it for free. It's great. So thank you, Eric, so much for publishing that. You should head on it out. Also, if you're in our Discord, it's in the self-promotion channel. So you can head on over there and just follow the link. You don't have to type anything. It's so nice for you. Some very brief programming updates. We're all caught up on our podcast as we had At the Edge of All Things. Shadow of the... How do you pronounce that wonderful Gaelic word?
She.
Great. That.
Shadows of the She.
Shadows of the She. Dropped.
Fairy in Gaelic.
Yeah, pardon?
It's just fair, like it's Fey.
Amazing. I should know that. I should. It's a disservice to myself. It dropped on our YouTube, so you can go get all of that good stuff. So you can go, watch it. It was super fun. Tim and I had a lovely weekend away, and I caught it the day after it dropped, so it was great. We also have Patreon. Jess, can you tell the folks at home about Patreon?
Yeah, absolutely. Every time we record one of these, immediately afterwards, without even time in between for us to actually talk about what happened in the episode amongst ourselves off camera, we record a Chatwater, which is like a debrief show, basically. We talk about what happened in the episode, what we think is gonna come next, our theories, we talk about other cool stuff that's happening in TTRPG world and Blackwater projects, all sorts of great things. And then that all goes up on our Patreon. There's a few different tiers. There's a free tier, and then there are paid tiers. You can watch every episode of Chatwater at the Knucklebone tier and above. And once a month, we release a free one on the free tier, and you can watch that too. There's also a ton of other content on there. You get early access to a lot of our stuff, previews of things, talkbacks. There's just so much stuff on there, and it's getting more and more all the time, I feel like. So go check that out. You also get access to a Patreons-only Discord channel, and that is also where we throw a lot of extra fun content. There's a lot of yapping about early release stuff and first peeks at things. So go check that out. !Patreon in the chat.
Woo, thanks, Jess. It's now my favorite time. It's time to talk about God Killer Balance. Balance features the core cast of myself with Yanis and Gina as my God Killers, and we have a wonderful, incredible crew of guests, including Christian Navarro, Tim Carlson, Anjali Bhamani, Christian Carlson, Cody Heath, Luis Carrazzo, Brandley Mulligan, Matt Mercer, and Abria Iyengar. If you've listened to Balance and you like what you hear, go check out our first season, Oblivion, which is also out wherever pods are cast. You don't need to listen to Oblivion to start Balance, but it does provide a ton of context, and you'll be able to understand all the lore and Easter eggs in there. We're also thrilled to have this show sponsored by the incredible folks over at Hero Forge and Moonbeam, so thank you for giving us money to cry on the internet, so I appreciate that. Last Friday, we dropped episode 14, Rewinding, and my goodness, Rake went on a journey through the time slip. I had to do it to you, and I'm sorry. It was pretty brutal.
Very mean.
Well, consequences are consequences, and you chose to
I
go
didn't
look
do
at them.
anything to deserve those.
You chose to go look at the rest of them, so that's not my
You
fault.
told me before.
You know what you did.
You told me before, off camera, everything would be fine, and it was not fine.
You have no evidence of that.
No evidence of that.
camera.
None
I
at
signed the
all.
contract.
Our very next episode is an interlude, the last interlude of the series, and we go revisit some familiar faces from our very first series, Oblivion, and see how they tie into things. Interlude 5, Forgiving, drops one day after my birthday on May 16th at noon PST. Plenty of time for you to go listen to all 11 episodes of Oblivion and catch up and truly understand why this is so important. It does provide a ton of spoilers for Oblivion, so you should probably go do that first, but I'm so pleased with this episode. It was so nice to be able to step back into those characters and provide a little bit of context about how they fit into the world of the Cradle when balance is happening. So we'll be dropping some more teasers along the way, and thank you for joining us on our second journey through the Cradle. And that's it. I'm very excited to go back and play some D&D with my friends. So grab some tissues, grab some spider milk, grab some jorts, and some best friends. You can find some best friends. I know you can. Whether you're new with us tonight or you've been with us for ages, thank you so much for your support. It is through community that we make amazing things happen. We love you immensely, and thank you so much Thank you so much for hanging out with us at our table. We hope you feel super welcome here. Chantel, roll the clip, roll the clip.
All right. So for those of you just joining us tonight, last session Best Wishes returned to the court of the Senelise, where they were met with a hero's welcome. After winning the Warden's Gauntlet, they were invited to a party in their honor. It was here that the real gauntlet began, as Shy, Esper, and Thistle found themselves thrust into the political dealings of the Fey courts. Esper and as the lords and the ladies angled to exert their influence of the emerging territory of the Trigon. Esper made moves to secure support from both courts, and Shy made quite the impression on the Witch Queen of Delvey. However, Thistle ran afoul of the Queen Wisteria, with the insinuation that he may not so readily join the court of the Senelise. Esper and Shy continued to party together. As Thistle left the party himself to clear his head, as he ran into Zane, waiting outside of Miri's door, and convinced him to head out on a night, into the night for a late night snack.
Pizza.
So we are going to pick up on the dance floor right after the kiss. Shy and Esper.
You don't do a sequel to Casablanca right after he says.
Somebody specifically asked me to start here. I wasn't going to either, but
Sequel again.
Rude, out me like that. Shy would look up at Esper. Do you have more to do down here? Are you planning to stay down here?
No.
Do you want to come upstairs?
I do want to, but is that a good idea?
I'm not really thinking about anything else other than you right now, so I had to ask.
I'm sorry, I feel like I'm being cruel.
You're not. I don't fault you one way or the other.
I'm scared that if we the deeper we go, they're only going to make it hurt worse.
I know. But I think I would have never forgiven myself if I didn't ask.
And I might not ever forgive myself for saying no.
It's okay. Reach a hand up to his face. I love you. I don't expect to hear it back.
I love you too, Shy, and you know that.
I know.
That's why this fucking sucks so much.
I know. And I'm sorry. I've been selfish with you.
No,
I shouldn't have been.
no. You were never dishonest. I always knew what the deal was. The only person that was dishonest was me to myself.
I understand. It's okay. I know you don't believe that it's okay, but it's okay. For me, it's always going to be okay between you and I.
I'd never want to hurt you.
You've always been real upfront about that. And I don't believe you ever would.
I mean, I may have a couple of times.
Not intentionally.
I did get nugged.
But you came back. And I think there's been part of you that's been making it up to me ever since, so.
You call, I'll always come back.
You will never lose me. As close as you want me. You will never lose me. I'm not in the business of losing, Esper. You know that.
It wouldn't be you losing.
Yeah. You were, magnificent tonight. It's incredible to watch you in your element.
I don't know if that's even fair to say. This is the first time I've ever done this.
You'd never have known.
I guess,
We're absolutely still dancing while this is happening.
Of course.
I guess I've discovered a new element.
You should do this more. It looks real good on you. And as I said, I don't think anybody could say no to you in that suit.
It's pretty nice, yeah. You should wear dresses more often.
Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to get more if I'm gonna wear them more, because
Well, you're a lady of the court now, so
that's gonna take a while to stick.
tonight has been a dream.
It has.
I'm reluctant to wake up.
We don't have to do anything that would put it in a space where it's something we can't come back from. But I would like to be in your company for the rest of the night. I just want to spend time with you. And if all I've got is here before we are thrust into something else. Then I would be remit not to ask. Or if it's too much, just walk me up to my room. That's all. And maybe kiss me goodnight.
I'll take you by the hand. Walk back to your room. I think I'd hesitate at the door.
I think Shy just was leaning against the doorframe looking up at you.
And I think I'd go in. And it would just be kind of laying in bed together.
Mm-hmm.
Just calm, quiet, just talking.
I don't think we talk about anything to do with the current state of the party or anything else. I think I tell you a lot about my childhood and what it was like before my mom left. What I remember those first couple years without her raising Adri. Talk about when I got to Ellery.
Make an insight check for me.
Can I have it with advantage because it's you and you've let your guard down a little bit?
In this moment, no.
Okay.
You don't even need me.
Yeah, Tim, you can retire.
You got a taste of it last week, and he's not letting
Look,
it.
This is my table now.
Too much power.
Gone drunk with power.
Okay,
get it.
not bad.
Me too.
18.
I think you'd sense Esper's asking a lot of questions and following up on a lot of stuff you're saying and getting you to talk about your childhood. And like, with an 18, I think you sense that is very intentional. Like, he is not avoiding the subject, but like not talking about himself and constantly driving the conversation towards like your experiences.
I think
He just want to bring the mood down.
I think probably after like an hour or so, Shy would kind of stop a rambling about some small detail that she remembers. And do you want me to ask?
I don't know.
You miss him.
Oh yeah, I miss my brother. But hearing you talk about that time of your life, I don't have those memories. It was the school, and then on the run from the school, and then living on my own, getting by however I could, until I met you. And then the others, of course. I met you first.
Where were you going if you hadn't run into me that night?
Nowhere. Everywhere. The furthest place I could find that wasn't where I was.
Well, it's a damn good thing I threw that fight then.
It's almost like you were in the business of losing, like quite literally.
I don't lose people I love. Not anymore. I fight, sure. But not people.
Yeah.
Shy's tired, for sure. And I think there would be a moment where I am going to be like, I should sleep eventually. You're welcome to stay. But it's okay if you don't.
I think I'll kind of tuck you into a, like, I feel like at this point your head's already on my chest.
100%.
I think I kind of shift to make it more comfortable and then settles in. Very much makes the show that he'll stay the night.
Okay. She falls asleep in your arms.
All right. Mira, you have spent the evening. You got a bit of food right at the beginning for you, but you have been with Harkoon and Mark for the evening. Is there anything you would like to do?
I feel like Miri would have been kind of trying to like figure out the bounds of Harkoon and like what's going on.
Yeah.
And so I think it would have been like, because it's been a few hours, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think she would have spent pretty much that whole time just like asking slight variations of the same questions to try and figure out the exact constraints around what is going on.
Yes.
And yeah.
I'm like a cocoon is the best way I can describe it.
Cocoon the living memory.
You see something you've never seen before is because his mouth is quite wide and it sort of upturns.
Filled with feet.
That is quite funny.
Tell me about what's funny to you.
That bit of wordplay you just did was quite funny.
Why?
It was surprising and caught me off guard.
So you like surprises?
I guess in a humor context. I'm sorry, it's not something that I come across much. My experience with humor has been secondhand through what others remember.
When you've had access to like a lot of humor, people remember things that are really funny, right?
Yes.
Right. So you have like I feel like a very big pool of humor to pull from.
I have a pool, yes.
Pool. Get it? Because of.
You have a gift for this.
Thank you. Some call it that.
But he is safe inside of me.
I hate that sentence, but I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You can see he is like clutching onto the alchemy jar.
Mark inside's close.
Yeah.
He's just got a little
He's
straw.
like a baby in a womb.
Oh, little buddy.
Is he in like the fetal position?
A little bit.
Oh, buddy.
Can I like touch?
I could maybe adjust my form to allow you through, but at the moment, no.
Okay.
It's like muscle and skin to the outside for his protection.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Would you like to touch him?
No, I don't know if you'd want that. It's okay. I'll wait until you can tell me that's something he wants. Do you have any idea how long?
I'm not entirely sure. But I think his hunger is slowing down.
In like that's the only thing that's slowing down and that's good way, or like there's other things that are slowing down as well that are bad in combination with that?
No, I think he's slowly regaining control of his body.
Okay, good. That's great.
Yes.
Is there anything else that I should know about you? Well, we got a lot of time.
What would you like to know, Miri?
What do you know about Nadari? And she narrows her eyes.
I only have some fragments of the Lady of Misfortune.
Okay.
She was not always a goddess. She was once a mortal.
Okay. Say more words.
I do not know how she ascended. That piece of my memory is gone.
Where, the piece that has the thing you just said, where's that from? Like, who's that from? Who gave you that one?
I'm not always able to pinpoint exactly where a memory comes from. It's more of a collective. But the memories I have of her are a somewhat unremarkable person. She lived in a small village. She was loved by some and hated by others. The knowledge I have of her points to someone wholly unremarkable.
Well, that bears no relevance to my situation.
I apologize.
No, it's okay. I don't know what to... What do you know of, She looks at Mark. What do you know about, I know you know something about the way to kill gods. Could you speak to that to me, please?
I did hold
And-
that knowledge.
And it's gone for now.
It was the reason my memory was broken, shattered into untold pieces. The only things that I can remember right now are that those downfalls exist. Every god has a downfall.
Of course they do. Nothing lasts forever.
Exactly.
She looks at Mark again. So you don't know, you don't have it's not, when you have like a memory that you can access, you can't like cite a source for it. Like you don't know exactly where it came from, yeah?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
So people have a lot of false memories. Can you tell those apart from the true ones?
Yes.
How? They feel the same. To me, I have one.
I don't experience memories the way that you recollect them. It's as if I have perfect recall. It's not a memory in the same way that you experience remembering something. It's a snapshot, like a recording of a moment or moments or a whole life. Sometimes they are in sharper focus and detail. Sometimes they are fuzzier. I recognize that it's maybe not a satisfying answer, but I experience memory in a different way than most humanoids.
That makes sense. I think everyone experiences some things in a different way from most humanoids. It's been a lot of questions. It's been a couple of hours. Do you tired? Do you grow tired? Do you grow weary? Or no, not at all?
I do enjoy a meditative rest, but it is not necessary. My goal at the moment is to keep Mark safe, so I didn't plan on resting, but if you would like privacy, we are in Mark's room, so you would have to go to your own room, or I could go to your room if you would prefer to stay here.
I don't want you to take this the wrong way, but you have a more complex psyche than I expected.
Yes.
Yeah, it's more similar to most humanoids than I expected.
Yes. when you have absorbed so much of their memory, it's hard not to identify with them in some way.
That makes sense.
I spoke with Shy.
Oh, I love doing that.
She mentioned that she did not trust me,
Right.
and I don't think it is unfounded, but
Like, we should continue to not trust you?
I would hope that someday you might, but I understand why that may be hard.
Customarily trust is built slowly over time, yeah?
Exactly.
So we can go that approach, probably. Hopefully it doesn't need to be that long before we get Mark back, but
Perhaps so as well.
small acts, small disclosures, yeah?
Yes.
Right, cool. I appreciate you sharing with me.
Likewise.
Okay. Can I ask you a question in confidence?
Of course.
Do I come across as ditzy to you?
No.
Great.
Do you believe yourself to be ditzy?
No.
Did someone call you ditzy?
Some time ago. I was just wanted to check in.
Ah,
You seem like a honest observer of character.
I do value honesty. I detest lies.
Because of the memory stuff.
Yes.
Right. How do you feel about when people create memories that are not true to lie to themselves?
I think there is a place for modifying memory.
Thank God I have done that. So has Mark.
Yes, I know. I understand its place.
Okay. I think I should go lie down and process
Very well.
all that I have learned. Do you have any questions for me? I've mostly been grilling you, and I recognize that's an unfair way to begin a relationship of any kind.
I will think on that.
Okay. She waits.
It may take some time.
Okay.
Good night, Miri.
Oh, okay. Good night. And Miri leaves and goes to her room.
Okay. You cross over. Nobody's outside your door because they've already left.
You mean Farf? Farf isn't there anymore, Tim?
No, Farf left as well, I think.
No Farf, no Zane.
Wait.
Right? Farf.
What was
Farf was sent away.
Farf
Yeah,
was sent away.
you
what
said
was
Farf
Farf's
away.
type?
Oh,
What was his
He's a
yeah.
hinderling.
Oh, hinderlings.
Hinderling. I forgot about Far.
Never forget about
Farf
Farf.
implied the existence of many more such Farfs. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Farf
Seems
one.
like a whole race, maybe.
Host.
Or a whole
Host of
species.
Farfs.
Whole host of
Fargle
hinderlings.
of Farfs.
Thistle, you find yourself, as you head out of the palace grounds with Zane into the kind of cool night air, there is still kind of revelry going on in the city. It's like, it seems like there is always a party to be found in Illume as you set out looking for pizza.
I heard they put a strange fruit on the pizza here.
Yeah. You ever been I walked by a place like earlier, it's called Drippy's.
Drippies.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like the sound of it.
We should go to Drippy's.
Yes, let's go
pretty
to
good.
Drippies.
All right. He leads you to where it takes him a while to find Drippy's. But you do eventually, you kind of come around a corner and sort of tucked, it's a little hole in the wall. There is a big lineup. That's how you know you're at Drippy's. And you see some of the people
I'm
kind of
feeding him booze.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Entire
He is
way.
absolutely drinking the whole way.
We got road beers.
You see the people that are leaving Drippy's as you're kind of heading to the end of the line. You can see it's like almost like a pizza that's been folded up into a calzone shape. And then there's some kind of sauce that's just like
I was right.
really heavily laden into.
Chicago deep dish.
But But it's like
calzone.
it's like they take a half a pizza. The
cheese is on the bottom.
They fold it up.
Yeah, and then
So
fill
not a
it
calzone.
with
It's
sauce.
not a calzone because they don't seal it.
It's a pizza taco
It's an
filled
open
with
Yeah,
face
it's a pizza
calzone.
taco filled with sauce.
That's my kind of
You know what
pizza.
to do.
What's the sauce, Tim?
Justin, I'm looking
gonna
at you.
find
Yeah.
out.
It's the white sauce from Fresh Slices.
Ranch, yeah.
Circa
There's different-
2070.
It's like a
There is-
garlic
That,
ranch.
that white
Yeah.
sauce was good.
As you
Yeah,
look,
yeah.
there's different sauces.
Whoa.
There's a host of like 5 different sauces.
Devastated.
Looks amazing.
Yeah, right. This like,
The sauce of the day.
let's go.
Yeah, we have to wait. There's a long
You're in
line.
like in the line.
Maybe I can try see if I can cut ahead. I'm kind of a big deal.
Yeah. Okay.
All
yeah.
right, all
Let's flex your privilege.
All right, yes, let's do it.
I go to the front of the line.
Good evening.
And you see a
Pizza bouncer?
no. It's like it's one person. It almost looks like like if a food truck was just inside of a building. Like it's just like a high counter
Restaurant.
Leaning over, you see like a fairly large furbolg, kind of looking down at you. Like,
Of course, a Canadian invented this.
back of the line's back there, bud.
Oh, sorry. I thought I have come to taste what I heard was the greatest delicacy of the town.
Yeah, you and everybody else.
All right, I will wait in the back of the line.
You
Gave up on that so far.
You didn't even say who you were.
Is Thistle good? Like,
And as you're walking away, you're like, "Can you believe that guy?"
Oh,
As like you wait probably about 20 minutes to get
As
back
we get to the
front
back of the line, I say,
oh, that was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was embarrassing. You just like you didn't say shit. You just let him push you around.
Yes,
You should.
sometimes it's hard, you know, when you find yourself in those situations, to just walk away rather than.
Why would you do that? Why don't you fight or something? You're a big guy.
Yes, but you have to pick your battles. You have to know what you're about.
But I'm always in a battle.
But when do you rest?
I never rest.
When do you find time for joy?
I don't know joy.
Would you like to change that?
But who would I be
That's
if
a
I knew
great.
joy?
Maybe someone happy. Zane,
It's wishful thinking, I think.
whose shadow are you in?
What are you talking about?
You have the look of a man trying to live up to something or someone.
Well, like, I don't know, like my family's like a pretty big deal. My grandma's was like a hero.
And that scares you that you can't match that.
I don't know, like maybe, like I mean, like I just like have accepted like I'll never be as great as her, but like
I don't believe that.
seriously,
You could be greater.
but like how? Like she like saved the universe.
That's true. But
Like, what? Like, do I have to save like 2 universes?
did you know her?
Yeah,
And was she, what do you remember about her?
she was like kind of strict
Yes.
and like sort of mean.
Yes.
But she had like a cool library.
But you don't have to be like her. You're never gonna be her, Zane.
Yeah.
If you be Zane, then maybe you could do those things, but you're never gonna do those things if you're trying to be Nissa.
How did you know my grandma's name? I didn't tell you.
She was in the comics. Of course I know her name.
They're so good.
I love them. I'm a huge fan.
Me too.
It must be hard living in that shadow.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of was.
And now it's scary to figure out who you are without it.
Yeah, man.
I can help.
Really?
Yes. I have a very special spell.
I got some special spells.
But there's one difficulty with it. You have to choose to fail.
What does this spell do?
Makes you believe in yourself.
Make either a deception or persuasion.
You are a kind and merciful.
James Cool DM.
You're right on the edge of a lie.
I know
They
exactly.
are-
I mean,
It's marginal.
I can see the argument.
They are both the same.
Okay, great.
That is a 16.
Believe in myself.
Or believe in yourself as much as I believe in you.
But how? Tell me more.
How does the spell work?
Yeah.
The spell will help you adjust your priorities. Sometimes,
So like getting like a warrior mindset?
yes. Exactly. But not the warrior that you're used to. Right now, you need a warrior to fight for you. Not you be a warrior.
But I'm always fighting for everybody else, you know?
Well, maybe it's time someone fights for you.
Yeah, maybe. Okay.
I put my hand on his shoulder, and I'm going to cast a 7th level Gaius.
Only here would someone describe Gaius as making you believe in yourself.
I can see the argument.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely. I can see it, but I'm thrilled.
I think you have to.
You have to do it.
I think you have to say
You
the.
have to describe.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to make a saving throw.
He's allowing it to happen.
Oh, okay.
Shows the
Yeah,
fact.
he believes you.
I want you to live for yourself.
That's got a lot of interpretation.
Yep.
Yeah, that's.
You just made the world's most selfish man.
Gonna go find the nearest glory hole.
Okay. You're right, man. I really want a piece of pizza.
Me too.
You watch as he
Oh,
brings
no.
up his hand,
No.
and his hand extends out. You watch as it grows out,
Zane.
and kind of like a massive hand goes in
Don't
front of him.
do this.
I'm gonna go get some pizza. I'm gonna get a lot of pizza. I'm gonna get like a fuck ton of pizza.
Zane.
And he like, as you kind of come up, you're like a couple people back, and he's like, he gets to the front of the line. He's like, "Can you fill his hand with as many pizzas as you got?"
This man said he could eat all the pizza.
And he starts filling this big bee's hand with these drippy pizzas.
Trippy.
And he's filling like every sauce, and it's
Oh
just
my
like
goodness.
a mountain of pizza.
This is amazing.
The guy's like, "All right, bud, that's 200 gold pieces, bud." And
Pay the
Zane's
man,
like,
Zane.
I just wanted them. I didn't. I have
Zane.
I have like 100. We can go half.
You're ruining my moment.
We go half.
I don't have money.
You just won the. You just
Yes, but I
won
don't.
the gauntlet.
I don't deal with money.
This guy won the gauntlet.
I did.
You see everybody sort of turns like, "Oh yeah!" And they start cheering.
Pull out the sword.
And like, "Oh!" And you watch as the guy behind the counter is like, fucking, like, he doesn't want to give you this for free. As other people start like throwing coins over to him, and they pick up the rest of the bill.
Thank you, kind people.
He's like, this is for you guys, and like Zane just like lifts the hand over and starts like handing out all these dripping
Okay.
pizzas.
This is amazing.
Line. And he grabs a bunch as
You
well.
see how good that felt?
Yeah, I was like a hero.
You were. But you know why
You know, all
you.
those people wanted my pizzas
But it's because you.
because I was big. I like did something like strong.
No. It's because you took care of yourself. You figured
Yeah.
out what you wanted,
I wanted the pizzas.
and you went after it, and then you shared the pizzas.
Yeah, I did.
Listen, I don't want this to become a problem, okay?
You've created the worst Robin Hood.
No, there's no problem, man. Unless you have a problem. Do you have a problem with me?
I don't have a problem with you. You're making this weird.
I don't know what you're talking about. I feel great. I'm gonna go do some drugs.
See, I have a hard time faulting that because I also enjoy doing drugs. Have I made another me?
Yes.
And he's like, he starts asking people in the crowd if he can get some
No,
drugs.
you can't just ask people. You have to be cool.
Can do whatever I want. That's what I want. That's how I'm gonna get
I
it.
dropped the gayest.
7th level spell. God.
Of his own design.
Wait, I'm sorry. Is Gaius a concentration spell?
No, but you can end the spell early by using an action to dismiss it.
Okay.
It's the only
goes-
way other than like.
Yeah, I was
wish,
gonna
though.
say.
He's like in the middle of a drug transaction. He's like, oh, I don't. It's like cool people don't do drugs, dude. Like,
Well, they do, but I'll take the drugs, and I put whatever drugs he bought in my pocket. What did I get?
you got just one hit of chlorophyll.
Sick.
Totally worth a 7.
You turned him into 100% id. Like,
Yeah.
it just-
Because he's like, dude, I didn't pay them. Yeah, you gotta pay them.
All right, give back the drugs. All right, listen, Zane.
Yeah.
You had a taste now of unrestricted living for yourself.
Yeah.
I meant it in more of
Pass
it
that again on me.
tomorrow. I meant more sort of we could try again tomorrow. I'll adjust the wording slightly.
This is a genie wish kind of situation.
What
Little monkey's
I
paw.
was really trying to impart on you is that you need to stop trying to be someone else and just be yourself. I see how you compete with Mark. I see how you
Just
are.
like has so much of what I want, you know.
Yes, but Mark doesn't try to be someone other than Mark. You could have that. I've enjoyed my time with you for the moments where you weren't trying to be a dick. And I feel like you try to be a dick because you think that's what you should be.
I just like, I don't know, like people like respect that, you know.
No, they don't.
But like, how do you get respect then? Like, if you don't like assert yourself over people.
You assert yourself in a positive manner, not over people.
Like, what do you mean?
You have to be a friend. You have to be kind. You have to look out for them.
How do you be like an assertive friend? That like you're just like serving people. It's like very passive. Like,
Do you have any good friends?
Is he gonna say Esper?
no.
All right.
That's even sadder.
If you did have friends and they were being passive, do you think you would know that they were your friends?
But just like, I wouldn't want them to like feel bad for me.
No one would feel bad for you if you were yourself. They feel bad for you because you're trying to be someone else.
It's just like, I just want, like, I'm fine. Like, I just want them to know, like, I'm fine. Like, I'm not trying, like, I don't need them to take care of me, you know? Like, I don't need you to take care of me. I'm fine.
Well, then you are stronger than I am, because I need all my friends to take care of me. And they all need me to take care of them. Needing people is not a weakness,
Really?
really.
But, like, I thought, like, the whole thing was, like, you could, like,
Are you weak because you need food?
no.
You need friendship and companionship the same way you need food or air or water.
So I don't have to, like, do it all myself?
No. Would you like to work for me? I have a court to run now.
Like, what do you, like, is like a,
Well, I'm going to need an ambassador for the material plane,
what?
and you have connections with your family.
Well, like, I mean, like, yeah, they're like my family, but I don't know.
Well, wouldn't they be impressed if you came back and you said you were one of my delegates?
I don't know if they believe me.
Well, then we make them believe you.
Kind of cool.
I'll give you a badge. Hard to not believe a badge.
Guess that's true. I mean, sure, I guess. I've never been an ambassador, so like, I don't really know.
You were raised in
Yeah, like I've
those
been.
sort of circles.
Yeah, like I've,
Well, what would you say you're good at?
well, like, I'm like pretty good at magic and like good. Like I read like a lot. Like I read a lot.
What do you like to read?
I like history and like, you know, like economics.
Did you make that face when you said it?
no, that was Tim laughing at the character. Economics and like, you know, just like markets.
That seems like that seems like a.
He's a fucking crypto bro. No.
He listens to 3 podcasts: Planet Money, Freakonomics, and Dan Carlin's Hardcore History. Those are the 3 podcasts.
Tim listens to all 3 of those.
I did at one point in my life.
That sounds like a perfect person to represent me for trade deals with the material plane.
That's like, I mean, it's just like I've like studied it like a little bit. I just like I don't know if like I'd be.
Well, it's
ready
time to put that into use.
in the driver's seat.
Well, what better time than now?
You would trust me, like, but what if I like fuck it up?
I fuck shit up all the time. But we try again.
Okay. And like, if I didn't know something, could I ask you?
Of course. I'm definitely not going to know the answer, but we can find someone who would.
Okay.
You just send to me.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I can do that. I know sending.
Yes, perfect. Just call me if you have a question, and I will do my best to help you. We'll find someone who can.
Like, what if you're sleeping?
That's fine. Wake me.
Cause like I could go in your dream. Like I know how to go in your dreams.
Let's build to that.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, we're friends,
Yeah.
but it's quite personal.
Yeah.
You don't just do it to anybody.
Well, I have before, but yeah, you're right. I shouldn't.
No, you definitely shouldn't just pop into someone's dream without asking first.
Yeah, that would be
Especially naked.
that'd be crazy. Especially like somebody like you're like really into. Like that'd be so crazy.
Why do you like Miri? Because
What do
she's
you-
mean to you.
No, that'd be fucked up. Like if I'd like somebody that was mean to me, like, well, what does that say about me?
It's all right to like someone who's mean to you.
Yeah, okay, that's why I like her.
I think
And she's so tall.
tall and mean,
Yeah.
specifically to you. I really feel like we should make clear that she's not mean to everybody.
That makes it almost more attractive. Like, what is special about me that she's like just mean to me? You know, like
Because you were being a dick. Remember we talked about that. That's how we got here.
so. I guess I gotta keep being a dick.
No,
to her?
no. You got to find someone who cares for you and understands that your love language is being mean to you.
Oh.
You can find someone.
So we're gonna start there.
I want
Just
you-
like I don't know if I'd be attracted to them, like if they weren't like a little bit mean to me.
There are people who can be mean to you in a caring way.
Okay. And you don't think Miri could do that?
Listen,
If
I can't speak for Miri, but from what I know, I'd say it's not likely.
Maybe I should ask though.
If you ask, you have to respect the answer. That's the danger of asking.
If I never ask, I can always wonder.
But don't pursue without her consent. You can, if
No,
you
of
want
course.
to
I
wander
can
in
just-
the back of your mind for the rest of your life, you could do that.
I just live in like sort of like pseudo regret.
Oh.
Just like always wondering like what if.
Zane, come on, Bob.
Yes. Does that sound enjoyable to you?
Not when I said it out loud.
Yeah. I mean, if that was
It
part of
sounds-
if that was part of what you like about her being mean to you, and that worked for you, then go right ahead.
No.
No.
When I said it out loud, and the wheels started to turn. It sort of feels like that would really set me up for like a dark timeline.
And can I tell you something?
Uh-huh.
If you stop this fascination with Miri, and you're able to maybe one day build a friendship with Miri, it's going to be much nicer and much better for you in the long run.
When she comes around.
No, not what I'm saying.
Sorry.
What I'm saying is, she's a great friend. And it's better to have her as a friend than not to have her at all.
Right. And
I feel like you're not following me down this path.
I know.
We'll work on
No,
it.
just like
We'll
and
work
then
on
like
it.
you know like the friends to lovers like feels more doable.
Like I said, if you ask her, you have to respect her.
Right. Of
decision.
course. But like if I ask her a few times just to
No.
make sure,
No.
because like sometimes
If you ask her once and she says no, and she changes her mind, I'm sure she'll let you know.
Okay. You give me a lot to think about. And,
I mean, we're gonna have to talk more. You work.
my tummy doesn't feel so good.
Oh, on another note, the job doesn't pay.
That's less cool.
I mean, it's a percentage of what you bring in,
Oh, it's like a commission.
kind of. So if you go out and do great business deals, you get to keep
Okay.
a percentage of what you make. We'll hammer out the file. Have my guy talk to your guy.
Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
I did read Letters Blackwater's book, so like I have a pretty good handle on sales.
Yes. I need a branding guy. Do you know anything about branding?
He was the branding guy.
I know. That's why you read the book. I didn't read the book.
Look, I can tear out a bunch of pages that each one is like its own little.
Why don't you
mini
just
novel.
build me a brand identity, and then we'll talk about it.
But it's like good if like you understand.
I don't want to understand.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm more of a vision guy.
Okay.
Like I
sorta-
like to have visions while I do drugs,
Okay.
and then you do the work.
Yeah. Okay. I think we. Okay. I still sometimes might have to like take a little leave to like go and do a thing here or there.
That's the best part about a job that doesn't pay. You set your own hours.
Okay, that's actually perfect.
Yes,
It's like I like to sleep in.
that's fine.
I'm like not a morning guy.
You're not on the clock.
I'm trying.
There's no
I'm like
problem.
trying to get into that warrior mindset,
Oh.
but it's hard.
Yes.
So I'm like working with like I'm trying to do like smaller sleeping stints and then like
These polysomnic
interval
bitches.
naps.
Yes.
It's something I'm trying.
Are you cold plunging?
No, but I should.
You should. Cold plunge sauna, very good.
He's one bad turn from listening to Joe Rogan. Like, he is right around the corner. Dude.
He's at Huberman. It could go anywhere.
Yeah.
Either direction. It's really like a slippery slope.
Yeah.
Okay. This is good.
Yes. All right.
I mixed too many of the sauces.
Yes, and I gave you a lot of booze on the walk over.
God,
We'll talk again in the morning.
Don't look at me! As the hand comes in between us, you hear him just barf on the ground as the hand just interposes.
You know what's upsetting is the "don't look at me" sounded very Nard coded, and I could see a
It
path
sounded
where
very
he.
Lanko.
I could see a path where he becomes Nard.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
is Nard
This future
Zane from
laser.
the future?
Blanco,
Whoa.
some other bad outcome.
Yeah.
Some secret.
There's a
third
lot
bad-
of
Secret third better.
there's a lot of weird toxic man
Are you doing some timeline
archetypes
stuff here? Where like
in
we're
this
seeing
realm.
Zane turn into
the
Lanko?
manosphere.
God. Ugh.
Manosphere.
They could be. They're not going down those roads because you keep intervening, which is good.
Is this what campaign 2 is about?
Takes a
Is
village.
not the
Saving
big picture, but
young men.
really narrowing in and.
Look,
the rabbit hole.
the BBEG
all right, good
was
night.
really toxic masculinity.
You watch as the hand kind of scoops him up and like carries him.
Boy.
Sleep tight, sweet prince.
Is there anything else you would like to do, or you would head
I'm gonna go
back?
find the fur. I'm gonna go to find the fur bowl real quick.
The one
From
that
Drippy's.
from Drippy's? Yeah, he's still there. He's like he's counting out because he sold out of pizzas, so he's just like,
I'm very sorry for that. I was trying to do a thing and it kind of got away from me.
yeah, no, that's fine, bud. I got paid either way.
All right. I loved your pizza, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. Tell your
You-
friends.
Are you interested in franchising?
Say more.
You can't.
They would love this in the material plane.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't really thought about it, but I could. Yeah.
I own a property there,
Okay.
and we have space out front if you have this in a truck form.
I mean, I could maybe put a wagon together.
Yeah, we could get you over there.
Hard part's getting all the ingredients across the plains, but I guess that's a little easier now.
Yes, this portal's gonna be open for a while with the
Yeah,
war.
yeah.
We might as well strike while the getting's good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, a little taste of home, because there's gonna be a
Yes.
lot of soldiers over there.
Yes.
That's actually a really fucking good idea, bud.
Would you consider a sponsorship for me, like an endorsement?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you're willing to wear some merch, yeah.
What kind of merch are we talking about?
I could do like a headband or like a.
And what would it say? Would it say
toque?
Drippies on it? Do you have a logo?
Yeah,
What's the logo?
It's like a pizza slice that's all drippy.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I can't have Thistle have a letters arc. I can't.
Somebody has to.
Hold on. You know what? I really want to do this.
Okay.
Let me talk to my branding guy, and we'll put together some proposals.
Yeah, put it in.
something I could
Put it in
wear.
writing. I need a contract.
Well, something we could wear. I could wear, and then I would get
a percentage of the profits that you make while on the material plane only.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, okay.
All right.
What about your space out front? Is that going to be for free, or are you going to...
That's for free. That's included in the percentage. I have
Okay.
a strong belief that this is going to do very well.
Okay, yeah.
And then also, any other locations opened afterwards on the material plane, I would of course get a percentage of, a smaller percentage, but a percentage of. All right, perfect. I'll have my guys speak to your guys.
Okay, yeah, just do up a contract and need it in writing.
All right.
Dude, I hate the Feywild. Everyone trying to get fucking
wild.
contracts.
Hey, guess what? I'm in the Feywild now, so now I'm gonna start asking for contracts from you motherfuckers too.
No.
Not only Tim can play this game, I'm from here, and I now own a part of here.
I hold all of Thistle's money, so you know, it's fine.
Well, you do now, but eventually I'll have a guy for that.
Till then, bud.
You'll have, ironclad.
Till then, bud. Till then.
As you head back to the palace, you all take a long rest.
As I walk, Thistle really thinks to himself, this title has changed me. And he kind of is like,
Deeply.
I don't know if it's a good thing, but it's definitely not a bad thing.
Before we do a long rest,
Yes.
As you get back,
Yes.
you would hear like a weird scuffling and thumping sound coming from Mary's room. There's just more scuffling and thumping.
Mary, are you all right?
You hear a squeak.
I'm going to come in, Mary.
No.
You hear another squeak and thumping.
All right, I'm worried about you. I'm coming in. And I open the door, but I kind of close my eyes at the same time. Are you all right? Are you decent?
You continue. You hear squeaking. It's louder.
Oh,
And it's
God.
coming from above you.
I look up.
A squirrel falls from the rafter down onto the ground, lands on the ground, turns into Miri, and then you watch as Miri casts Commune as she lands on the ground as herself.
All right, well, this is her praying thing. I don't know if I should be here for this. She can't hear me.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, fuck. Do you want me to stay? Are you okay?
Well, yeah, I don't know if it's working yet. You can hang out. This is an unpredictable process.
All right.
I thought Miri had a little late night.
That's what I
That's where my mind
was
went.
like. Is this a sexy squirrel time? Are we like?
We awoken something?
You don't know what she's been doing for the last hour.
You got some Halcyon vibes over here.
It's been an hour.
All right. I will stay if you need me, and I'll close the door.
I'm just waiting. Yeah.
Oh, you sort of like page her, and then she gets back to you.
Yeah, it's really unpredictable. You have a fun night?
Yes, I hung out with Zane.
So you said yes, and then also that you hung out with Zane?
Yes, he's not a bad kid.
He seems about a little like he needs a project.
I gave him a project.
What's that?
He's going to be my delegate to represent me on the material plane.
You've given him a job.
I have.
Cool.
Doesn't pay anything. It doesn't really have any power.
So you've given him a task.
Yeah, I've given him a purpose that's not being weird.
I think that might be good for him.
I hope so. I tried to cast Gaius on him, and he just got
He stopped you?
No, I succeeded.
Oh. What happened?
I told him to live for himself. And it was very literal.
It's a mirror.
You didn't like himself.
You okay?
Oh, yes.
Great.
Yes.
Cool.
I just realized that he was behaving exactly like I was when he was doing that. So, conflicting emotions.
You didn't like what you saw. You liked it too much. You were afraid.
I didn't like the competition.
Ooh.
Can only be one person doing it, otherwise it gets just too wild.
I agree. I couldn't.
This spot is taken.
Yes. And I like that it's taken by you. This is taking a while. Miri,
Can I help?
Yeah, actually. Miri kind of reaches out because she landed quite thumpily on the ground. She kind of reaches under her butt and pulls out there's just a lot of there's some corks and coins and nuts that have somehow accumulated on the floor. Do you want here? Just do you want to throw these at my forehead?
The misfortune doesn't have to happen to you, does it?
So
You just have to do a
well,
misfortune.
I thought it had to happen to me, and then I found out that it doesn't have to happen to me. That if
Well,
it
do
doesn't-
one to me.
I'm not ready. I don't know. There's consequences usually.
Do it. I'm fine.
Really?
Yeah.
I really thought falling off the ceiling would be enough.
You'd think.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Maybe it was too intentional. It's hard to do
It's getting harder. I'm running out of
unluck
ideas.
to yourself.
Yeah.
How about this?
Okay.
I can't know what it is.
Okay.
Just do one to me. Do one to me.
Cool. Yep. Miri's gonna cast Miri's gonna cast a first level pratfall on Thistle to trigger a clothing malfunction. So you can make, if you would like, a dexterity save. Otherwise, something will go wrong with your outfit.
No, I choose to fail.
Okay. You can
Oh, jeez.
tell me what happens.
It's just you, Nadari, and Miri in a room.
Full hog.
That is where my brain
It's,
was.
it's Lenny Kravitz.
He had no reason to be embarrassed, dog.
What did I wear to the party?
The wonderful outfit that.
Oh, and then I
you're-
ripped
you
the
got,
sleeves
No,
off.
yeah, you got like a lovely tunic that has no sleeves, 2 kilts or 2 capes that are a kilt.
Yeah,
Hey, that's a pretty wide open door to a wardrobe
you're
malfunction.
barefoot.
and I'm barefoot.
That's Grandfather Clock Town.
It's midnight.
You cast this spell, and I think Thistle, like, nothing happens for a second, and he kind of like turns around to look, and as he does, he steps on one of the hems of the kilt, and as he turns, it just like pulls it off from around his waist, so that when he turns back, the whole kilt just falls down, so he's essentially Donald Ducking it.
Yeah, Donald Ducking it, dude.
And
That's a shirt dick if ever I saw it.
It's a beautiful shirt, though.
Oh.
You see behind
Pretty
him.
good dick, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you,
between my legs.
Because I'm sitting on the ground.
you see,
Yeah.
you see kind of leaning in the doorway. You see the face of Nadari kind of looking down. She goes, "You have to ask a question, dear. I've been here the whole time."
Do I hear it?
No.
Okay.
You just don't, you didn't, none of these, you gave me these in the spellbook and there were no instructions. I don't know how any of them work. I've been figuring it all out.
That's fun.
For you, yeah.
I mean,
Cool.
it's nice what he's working with.
What, I just wanted to talk to you. I didn't want to ask a question. I'm trying to not
I
look
might
at...
be busy now.
She's my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, so...
Watch this. And she watches. She goes. It suddenly gets very cold.
Oh.
The fact that Thistle is just like,
I'm just waiting.
What does Miri look like to Thistle right now?
You can see Miri is speaking, yeah, and here someone is speaking to someone, but you look. There's nobody there.
But she's looking through your legs. Okay, so here's my
Just
question.
stare straight.
We don't have to do it right here, dear. It's a bit.
You disappear so frequently and quickly.
I'm sorry. I'm so distracted.
I'm not at all. I got you here. I'm gonna make unbroken eye
I
contact.
don't know why I thought they'd be pine cones. Or little nuts or something.
She's perfect.
Maybe they used to be.
I love that we usually fade to black and are really leaning into the details of this nudity here.
It's incredible. It's
I'm a
nudity.
tree. I'm not a.
So okay.
With a pretty mighty trunk.
So you did you used to be immortal?
Who told you that?
Do I have to tell you?
Yes, you do.
Okay. It was Harkonnen.
All right. Yeah, I did.
Well, what's the story there about that whole thing? Can you tell me that story?
Can I just quickly say, this whole time, Thistle looked behind him and saw nobody, and then is kind of starting to wonder if Miri's talking to his. So he's like
His
looking,
trunk.
He's like looking down, like it's talking back
Oh yeah,
to her.
Thistle's a little drunk right now too, isn't he?
He's like watching it, like.
Well, one day I was immortal,
Yeah?
and the next day I was immortal.
Did you or anyone else, to your knowledge, do anything specific to trigger that? Do you know anything about how that happened?
I suffered some very terrible bad luck.
Do I have more questions?
That's all your questions. We're definitely over 3.
Oh, I know.
Jess knows. Miri is pushing it.
She's still there? Is Nuri still there?
Mm-hmm.
Miri's trying to not blink. She's been not blinking this whole time, and her eyes are getting fucking dry.
I can leave when your eyes are open.
Yeah, but you haven't yet.
No, I'm enjoying the view.
So...
It's been a while.
Yeah. Can you tell me what happened before? Did you just have bad luck and then it went and then you became immortal, or was there were you doing something beforehand, or were you fucking around with a god? Did you have a different Nadari, a pre-Dari, a before Dari?
It's a story for another day, dear.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna hold you to that, and Mary's gonna keep trying to.
She's gonna go as long as she possibly can without blink.
From Thistle's perspective, you are just fucking eyeballing his member and starting to cry because of it.
Talking.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
She's tearing up.
I'm hearing what she says. I just don't hear Nadari's response.
That's gonna be a 18.
18. You stay there for a while,
Okay.
and she goes maybe a minute into it. She goes, "All right, this is starting to feel like maybe it's a bit creepy. I should go."
Yeah, you should do it while I'm watching you.
You're being a bit creepy.
Yeah, I learned it from you.
She stands up. "Good night, Miri," and she walks out the door.
I run between Thistle's legs and try to catch her.
You head out, and she's gone.
So funny.
Make a dexterity
done.
saving throw.
So
I rolled a 3.
She goes right
what
through
happens.
it. Right.
You know what happens.
As Miri has done many times before, she bonks her head. Oh.
When you come back in, he goes,
Are you okay?
Yes, but this Nadari might dig.
No, she was behind it.
Oh, I couldn't see her.
She gaslit me, acted like I was crazy for wanting to keep making eye contact with her, 'cause she's so slippery. She disappears, really.
Did she say it? Did she tell you what you wanted to know?
She told me, she did so I found out how the spell works. Would have been nice to know that sooner.
Yes.
And yeah, she answered a couple questions for me.
All right.
But I still don't really know anything. I don't know. It's a real drip feed of knowledge with that one.
Anything interesting worth noting?
I'm putting multiple sources.
Has he put his kilt back
Nope.
on yet?
So, yeah, Miri's not bothered by it.
Tree, man.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah,
It's Goliath, the tree.
as far as she's concerned, they're just pine coats.
God, he's a Goliath. That's a real fucking hog, dude.
Yeah. So
Right.
I talked to you know who the
Yes.
you know what state of being.
You
know
said
what?
it out loud in front of me, yes.
Oh shit! Right.
Yeah, I could hear your side of the conversation.
I hope no one else heard. Okay. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, you said Hargoon fully out loud.
Yeah, I'm out of practice. That's terrible.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I talked to and he told me that Nadara used to be immortal, which I thought was interesting.
Oh, really?
So then I was sort of putting her to the coals about it, and I got almost no information back from her. She had very bad luck, and then she became.
Ooh, it must have been something very terrible
Yeah,
to be so bad that she would ascend.
but something must have done that, right? People have really bad luck all the time, and they don't.
Maybe she was someone caught up in something important.
That's what I think, and I want to know, and I don't know why she won't tell me, and I don't know why she's acting like I'm weird for
And-
wanting to know.
He who can't be named,
Yes.
he said he didn't see her ascendancy.
No, he doesn't know exactly the details. He's got
Well.
fragments, and they're unsourced.
Unsworn.
Like he doesn't know where they all came from. Those people.
interesting.
That's anyway. That's
Well,
all.
a mystery to investigate.
Yeah, for sure. You good?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry for involving you in that.
Oh, that's fine.
I think I needed you though.
You can always involve me. I'm happy to be the bearer of the prank if it makes it easier.
The bear of the prank.
Yes, exactly.
'Cause
I,
of-
I don't understand the joke. Because I become a bear.
Yeah, frequently.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Last question,
Yes.
just between us.
Mm-hmm.
Do I come off as ditzy to you?
No. Why?
I was just curious.
Who? Who said it?
Nobody.
No. Tell me.
I'm just curious.
Tell me.
No. I don't want. I had a weird dream.
And someone said you were ditzy.
Yeah.
What dream?
I don't know. A ghost told me I was ditzy.
A ghost in your dream.
Yeah.
What did it look like?
Like someone wearing a sheet.
Did it sound like someone we would know?
No. It sounded. I don't know. It just sounded like ethereal, like ghostly. Because I would have thought it was a person in a sheet, but the voice said ghost.
Oh, okay. Was this last night?
Yeah.
I need to have a word with Zane. Yes.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Do you have a good night?
No.
Oh.
But it was. But yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think I need a new project too.
Ooh. Do you want a job?
Do you want to gay-us me?
Sorry, what?
Do you want to gay-us me? Gay-us?
Oh, yes, the
Gaia?
spell.
Gaius?
Yes.
Gay-us?
What would
Have
I...
you told Miri about the Hinderlings?
I don't think so, right?
I don't think Thistle knows about the
Oh yeah, it was
me.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can't today, but maybe
Okay.
tomorrow.
Cool.
Why? What would you want me to do?
I don't know. I just feel like I feel like I have a sort of a hole in my soul.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want that to rhyme. I don't like that it rhymed. But I do, and I don't know what to fill it with. And being a scroll was fun.
Oh, yes, thinking less and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need a project.
You need a project.
Yeah.
Well, you can help me, Oh,
Yeah.
do you want to pick up a hobby?
Maybe.
Or a craft?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on a book, but
Oh, you're writing a book.
I'm reading a book.
Oh, you're reading a book.
Yeah, I couldn't write a book.
Oh, yes, that book.
Sorry.
No, that's all right.
I know that's a pain point.
No, that's all right. We'll find you a project.
Okay.
Something fun
Yeah.
and exciting.
Something that frees the mind.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you,
Well,
Thistle.
I'm going to go to bed.
Good night.
And he bends over and picks up his cloaks and / kilt and leaves, doesn't put them back on, walks out.
I
Send
knew
him right
it.
to his room.
It's right under his arm, just...
So you all take a long rest. You awake to kind of a soft knock at your doors as you hear the kind of tray being set down of breakfast. It seems like breakfast is delivered. Doesn't seem like there's a set meal for breakfast. As you all come to,
You would wake up and Esper wouldn't be there.
he goes finger in your brow.
I believe
Wait,
he
wait.
not.
You got
He did not.
What did he do?
We were very clear!
He did not. I think there's a moment where Shy was like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's not supposed to hurt as much as it does, but I get it, okay? And then I go over and I kind of, I take the breakfast, and I know which room is Miri's, right?
Mm-hmm.
I push my breakfast cart. I'm wearing kind of just like just some, what would be Shy's equivalent of sweats. And I kind of go and I...
Yeah, you hear squeaking.
You need me to come back.
You hear scratching at the door.
Is it locked, Miri?
You hear additional scratching. You see a tiny little hand. Go do this under the
I'm
door.
gonna try and pick the lock on the door.
Okay, yeah, make a sleight of hand check.
That's gonna be a 21.
Yeah, you unlock the door.
Shy's like moving like thieves' tools and just popping them back in. What do I just have like 2 breakfast carts and like what do I walk in and see?
Yeah, you walk in and see it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. There's scratches like on anything in the room that's scratchable, and there are like little piles of like trinkets and treats.
I don't think Shy like clocks or acknowledges it, just like takes some food and like puts it on the like a little plate on the floor for Miri and just kind of like sits and waits.
The squirrel like starts eating the food and then sits down like kind of like a
Flumps down.
yeah, like flumps down. You know, like how like a dog sits
Yeah.
when they're like not very dignified.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that.
My
and then-
dog sits all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the squirrel like audibly goes like, and then it turns into Mary.
I like to think that the sound goes from like, hair, like,
Yeah, as the lungs get.
Hey, oh hey, Shy. Good morning.
I brought you breakfast. I mean, I didn't, but I brought the cart inside for you, so.
Thank you. I think I need to eat some real food. I feel like I've eaten something and I don't know what exactly I ate, so I think I should get real food in me. So I appreciate that.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm all right. I'm okay. I just, before we got down with the day, I just wanted to come over and say sorry for what happened. You've been busy taking care of Mark, and I've been busy learning how to wear a dress for the first time and doing a party, doing like a political party. So
Did I miss you wearing a dress for the first time?
yeah, but I have the dress.
Fuck. I can't.
You could have done so many practical jokes on me. Next time.
I just thought it'd be nice to see you in a dress.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it was real pretty. I felt very beautiful. So
I bet you were.
thanks.
I mean, you are. And it's just a different kind.
Thank you.
That's cool. I'm happy for you. It's okay. I know that it wasn't your fault. So,
I'm gonna try and do something about that so that doesn't happen again.
what do you mean?
There's been a couple times over the last little while where my mind hasn't been my own, and I don't like it that much. Makes me real mad, actually, and I don't think that anybody should be able to do that to me, not without some sort of consequence for that.
I agree.
So I'm gonna do something about that. I have some thoughts on it, but I don't quite know what yet. But I'm gonna think on it a bit. But yeah, you were a squirrel.
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of the first thing you said, I will say, I don't know if we have enemies exactly, because I don't feel like we should, but I fear for our enemies because you hit hard.
Oh yeah. I mean, I've only punched you in the shoulder before that, like one time, and I wasn't really trying. So.
Yeah, and I thought you were trying that time until now, at
Sorry.
which point I realized the truth.
They gotten a lot stronger since that last time. So.
Yeah, it's yeah, you back a punch.
Thank you.
Yeah. Anyway,
So we're gonna talk at some point about why you're being a squirrel.
well,
We don't have to do it now. I do something that I did that I think Shy does, is I take a copper piece out of my pocket and I flick it towards you. You give that back to me when you're ready to talk about it, okay?
she starts flicking it between her fingers. Yeah. Well, okay. Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'll keep this for
Yeah.
now. But I think just, I don't know, it was nice. I liked being the squirrel.
It can be nice to get out of your head sometimes.
Yeah, it's just not a lot of thoughts in there, in the squirrel head.
Yeah, that's why I like fighting so much. It's quiet. It's just the sound of the waves. That's it.
Wow.
It's nice.
So I guess being a squirrel's kind of like that, except instead of the sound of the waves, it's just the smell of nuts.
Nothing bad about that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you to your breakfast, but
You can sit and eat with me.
Yeah.
You brought your breakfast in here. I assume that means you wanted to eat breakfast with me.
I mean, yeah, it would be nice.
Well, let's eat. Do you want to let's eat breakfast together.
Okay. And I think we don't have to role play it out, but I think Shy kind of like absently discusses the last, like fills Miri in on the entire contents of the party so that she's caught up.
Did she go into detail about how the night ended?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she does. And I think she I think she blushes a little bit. It's kind of purpley.
I accept the blush.
Yeah, but I think, and she just kind of
I received the blush.
I receive the blush, and then I think at the end she goes, yeah, and then he was gone this morning, so that's not surprising.
Well, why is that not surprising?
Because there'd have to be other things in place for him to stay.
What does that mean?
He asked me to choose. Well, he didn't ask me to choose, but if it's him, then it's got to be him.
Right. Just him.
Yeah.
That's not how your brain works.
Talking to him about it brought a lot of stuff into focus that it's like, because I've lived this way and this is what I grew up in, this is what I'm comfortable with, doesn't mean everybody is.
Right.
And I can't force either of them to stay in that place just because they have feelings for me. It's very selfish, actually.
Right. But can you force yourself to be what Esper needs you to be? Is there a part of you that can be that?
I don't know. And also, there's a conversation with Mal that has to happen one way or the other. We gotta get ourselves in the fucking same city to do that.
So many people involved.
Just three. So, but I appreciate you listening. I wanted you to be all caught up with it was pretty awesome to watch Thistle and Esper go and do negotiations. So that was awesome.
Yeah, it's cool. We've come a long way, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. You seem good for someone who Esper walked away from in the night.
For everything that's happened, he gave me what I wanted. That closeness, that time, that connection with him. I can't ask him more of that. I have to be content with that for now. Until everything else sorts itself out, or I think about stuff long enough and try not to put it in the box that I've put it in until I'm in a place where I need to deal with it, and it's coming, so it's... But I was thinking, we were thinking about going to, I was thinking about making a pit stop in the water elemental plane before we head back to Taywin. Are you okay with that, or did you want to come?
It'll be cold, won't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Deep. It'll be cold. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, when in...
Alussia.
When in Alussia.
Lucia, yeah.
When I'm...
I mean, you'll be able to breathe at least.
Yeah, that's true. That's good.
Not drowning is nice.
I'd rather be with everybody than be alone and warm, so...
Okay.
Yeah, okay, cool, great. You have a lot of self-restraint for somebody who says they don't have a lot of self-restraint, Shy.
It's a work in progress.
Aren't we all?
And I think we just finished our breakfast.
All right, you finish your breakfast. The rest of you finish your breakfast as well. Is there anything you'd like to do in the morning before you figure out how you're going to make your way to Alussia?
I'll let you go first, because I think... Huh?
You made a crack.
Yeah, it was my elbow. It's not built right. They built me wrong as a joke.
Adam built wrong.
Yep, Adam built wrong.
Adam built wrong. Based on me. I think Esper's outside, so unless someone goes outside, they probably wouldn't find him until everyone was ready to leave. And they would find Esper sitting, armor to the side, just in shirt and pants, and shoes off, barefoot, and he's sitting cross-legged. No, he's sitting on his knees, and his head is down, but there's that, like, the parts of him that aren't quite physical are really light, like really, really see-through, and surrounding him very faintly. Like you can just, it's almost like it may be a trick of the light, but if you really focus, you can see surrounding him is a small crowd of figures that are all looking down at him on his knees. I am casting Augury. And we tend to play pretty fast and loose with the like communes and the auguries. This is
What do you want to know?
He's trying to get a sense of time. So he's trying to sense that like, because augury is like weal or woe. I think in his mind, woe is like the fleet is here, and weal is like take your time, and like there's obviously a kind of bell curve like within that. But yeah, he's sitting there and he's essentially trying to get like a scope of timeline of how far the fleet is and whether it's sitting more towards weal or woe.
So as you try to kind of get a sense and extend your perception beyond, trying to commune with the spirits, as it's almost like you're trying to get that message relayed through so many. You hear, as you concentrate, a very faint drum beat. But it's slow. Boom. 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 You can hear those drums very far away and slow at the moment.
Cool.
Fun. Terrifying.
Yeah, I saw that I had augury. It's one of my always prepared paladin spells. I was like, and it seems like Esper's been here all morning. And are we ready to go?
Yeah. Do we know where the lords and ladies and ladies of the court have their rooms? Like, would it be...
You do not.
We do not, okay. I would find kind of like a courier or a messenger or something like that. And I would write out a very, very quick message that says, I would like to learn more and spend time with you, if you'll allow it. And please call whenever you wish and let me know where to be. And I pass it to the courier. Can you say that the Witch Queen of Delvik gets this?
Yes, of course.
And I pop 3 to 5 gold pieces in his hand for your discretion.
Very, very well. Yes. Scamper up.
And I don't say any of that out loud, just for now.
Miri, you want to help me get my armor on? It's kind of a fucking pain.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cheers, yeah.
You guys noticed that Thistle's not there.
Have you noticed that
Harkoon goes, Thistle's not here.
I
You noticed as well.
I noticed as well.
Where's Thistle?
I take a I'll be right back. I take a jog up to Thistle's room. I knock on the door.
Is Thistle in his room?
Take a knock at the door.
You hear like scuffling and what the?
Dude, you all need to stop scuffling.
Can I come in, or do you need me to pick the lock like Miri did?
1 second. Just waking up. 1 sec. Are we there?
And you hear the lock sound click, and he opens the door, and he's still done all that.
Yes.
He went home and passed out.
I think Shy just raised an eyebrow.
Was still sleeping.
I think there's just like a full kind of like.
What's going on? Did you need me?
Well, yeah, we need you, but not like this. I'm gonna like gently like shimmy my way in the room and close the door behind. Are you hungover?
Yes.
And Shy drops her voice down to like a very kind of like quiet, soft tone. Okay, well, I'm not gonna make this worse.
What?
And he gets way too close to try and hear you.
His breath is rough.
I was trying.
These bad smells happen.
A lot of bad
Drip.
You can see one of the Drippy's pizzas on the dresser.
Yes.
It's dripped.
It's fucking Salvador Dali.
I kind of think that I start like looking. I know Thistle's kit well enough that I just don't say anything. I just like start helping him dress silently and quietly. And I think there's like, I open one of the windows and I'm gonna use gust of wind to just try and get the smell out of the room.
It does help.
You know what the best part is? I just want to say this. I just want to say this.
Can't wait.
Best part.
So worried.
What's the best part?
Thistle is like almost 8 feet tall. And
Don't
Shy.
No, I'm 5 feet, dude. I'm coming to your chest.
Your legs are so short, dude. You're all torso.
No. And I think
What
that
is it?
Shy
You got
like,
rug burn.
I think
like a stick man.
Shy would like help dress from like behind you or
Dwarf
like
legs,
past
Goliath
both of you.
body.
And I would like do up the buckles on your armor, and it would just be like, yeah, we're downstairs, we're gonna go, and
Like a
we're gonna be,
basset hound.
we're gonna be going to the water plane, Thistle, so you'll
Go
sober
for a
up.
swim.
Yeah, you're gonna have to swim all of this out. But the nice thing is, osmosis is a process where all the liquor's gonna leach out of your body.
Mountain dwarf.
It's gonna be just fine.
All right.
Don't you have like lesser restoration that you can cast on yourself?
Yeah.
You've done it to me before. You got me sober in like a second.
Yes, I don't have it currently.
I mean, the best part is he prepares his spells every morning, and he's just choosing not to prepare that spell.
I didn't prepare any spells because he passed out. I would take forethought.
Okay.
You're just carrying over from the previous day.
I think Shy is also like trying to make Thistle's kit look really nice, even if he looks like an absolute wreck. It's like, okay, you ready?
Where are we going again? Water plane. Water.
Well, first we're gonna go downstairs. You're wearing like clothing now, so that's probably good. Not that it really matters, but
Okay, downstairs first. Then water plane.
yep.
Okay, got it. Locked in.
So I get this hungover 8-foot tall Goliath just down the stairs.
Thistle comes out and meets you all.
I feel like my passive insight of 21.
You can
probably
smell him
can-
before
yeah.
he gets there.
Do you want
Hello.
that? Do you want that sorted?
What?
Just do it. He didn't prepare it himself, so.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna pat him on the side of the face.
He tries to bite your hand.
As he bites me, I'll take the bite and through the bite, cast you lay on hands for
You
5
receive
points,
the bite.
You receive
removing
the
all
bite.
poison from his blood.
You're no longer hungover. You still smell.
Mark's not here to prestidigitate you, so you're gonna just have to. The water will wash all that away.
Perfect.
Great.
You feeling all right?
I don't think I have
Oh, I feel much better now. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I can burn the smell off, but that hurts.
We
Can't drink it.
Immolate him.
do they have like an equivalent of the Triboli way station, or would we have to go back through the portal and then to
The Triboli way
the Triboli way station?
There is no Triboli way station here, as far as you know. Yeah, you do have the amulet of the plains.
we don't have any. We have something from Alussia.
You don't have. I don't think you have a like a.
We don't have like a specific totem, but we
You
do
need.
have
You need the.
the sapphire. Yeah, we don't have a tuning for it. but
Yeah,
we
tuning.
All right. We have
The plains amulet allows you to go there.
Okay.
So we can use that.
Yeah.
The places.
All right, but we should make it so that where it's a sure thing that we're gonna get there.
That's
That's not up to you.
that's not up to that's up to the necklace.
I know, but we've buffed it before.
There's no such
and
thing.
had a great time.
I will also say I have learned how to shift between planes, but I also do not get instructions for most of how my spells work. So I don't know how it works. I will be guessing when and if I try that.
Why don't we do this one?
Okay,
And then
yeah.
if that goes terribly wrong,
I
you're the backup.
have no idea.
You would know you
need a totem
need.
as well.
You need a tuning fork to go
Yeah.
to a specific plane.
I know that conceptually, but I don't know whether the spell that's written in the book is the same spell or how it works.
As Esper's getting that started, I'm gonna just cast a quick sending
Okay.
to my mom. We're going to Alussia today. Is there anyone I should seek to meet while I'm there? Or somewhere to go? Or is just being there gonna be helpful for me? Love you, Mama.
Tell her to come. Tell her to come. Tell her Thistle wants to see her. Tell her
Come too?
Yes.
You're back. Oh, I can try to make it there. Perhaps, Brother Deep. The temple might be of interest to Asticia. Love you.
Mary, can you send to my mom for me? I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine.
You have sending stone. Oh, is it only one?
It's
You
one.
told me
yeah,
it's one use a
that
day.
message is one
You
use a
nerfed
day.
it from the previous campaign.
It can't be a
That's-
text. It can't be
Can't be
a
a phone.
It can't be a phone.
I want it to be a phone. I just want to call my mom.
It's okay, I got you.
Can you ask my mama, say, where are you?
Where are you?
If,
I'm so sorry.
Cannot sleep.
if you're
You're
in Tywin,
Taywin?
we could maybe come get you.
We could maybe come get you.
I'll look for the temple.
I'll look for the temple.
Thanks, Mama.
Thanks, Mama.
Tell
This
us
is Shy.
Thistle says.
Thistle greets.
Yes, that's good too. Thistle greets. Quick thinking, Mary.
Right.
Thank you.
Traveled back to Keshawera, but I will try and meet you there. Fingers crossed. Hello, Thistle, I guess. Hope you're all well.
Okay, well, hopefully she'll meet us there.
She said hello back.
Are you still trying
Do you
to...
tell Thistle that she said?
I leave out the words "I guess," but I say the rest of it.
Progress.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know.
You trying to date my mama?
I don't know.
Well, you gotta sort that out. Us, the women in this family, we tend to be like really fast-moving carts. We're like all or nothing. So if you're gonna be in it, you gotta figure it out. If you're gonna, you gotta be nice to her.
You think she's interested?
Thistle, you asked me once that we talked about this, and you said that if she wasn't interested, you didn't want to know.
Oh, yes, that's a good point.
You're really living for yourself.
I am.
Let's go.
Alrighty. Do we want to
Roll
do some
that.
prep? Oh.
Yeah.
Intelligence check. Just
Gotta do
roll
some
it.
tests. Yeah,
let's
Raw
do it.
dog it.
Dude, I haven't
Okay.
done that for a
Guidance?
while.
Is it-
I have enhanced ability, so yeah, I have.
Bringing it back.
Just roll it. Just raw dog it. Don't be
It's
a
so
coward.
good.
I'll give you. What is it? Eagle? Is that one? Which one's
Yeah,
that?
give him
Oh,
Eagle
Splendor.
Splendor. Yeah,
Eagle
give him.
Splendor is
No,
definitely.
definitely give him Eagle
Fox's
Splendor.
cunning.
Fox is cunning.
Fox is cunning.
Do you want
What
to
is
go?
it? Warthog's nose.
And I add a 3 to this.
Ah, what do we have to get?
It's just
You
a
did
check.
guidance.
It's just a check.
Just a regular old 15. Oh, I actually no. I did have a question for this, and then I just got distracted by the conversation with the mother. I can get proficiency in a thing every morning. Can I ask a ghost to give me proficiency in amulets?
No.
I thought it was.
had to
I
ask.
thought I knew the answer, but you have to ask.
You have to ask.
Okay.
That's sick. That's a 21.
Whoa!
Nice.
Great.
Also, the advantage, I rolled a 16 and a 15.
Tim,
so
why don't you take us back to you?
I would be fine to go back.
Yes, as you stand there in the gardens, you feel the ground beneath you sort of shift as water starts to rise around you.
I put the correcting breathing masks in everyone's hands.
Yeah, as it fully surrounds you as you are submerged, and you plane shift, and that's where we're gonna take a break.
Ooh, exciting.
that wasn't a Blackwater thing.
That was never a black.
No, that was OG.
That was Sean Deppner's
you doing
plane
this at
shift
the
from
top?
our home
What's happening?
game.
Yeah, Sean Deppner.
Tap, tap,
Yeah.
tap, tap.
When Sean Deppner used to plane shift in our
Yes,
OG
I remember
game.
that. He used to do that in our living room as well occasionally. It's
true.
But it didn't catch on. We all just ended up holding hands, I think. In the
I
middle of it.
infected an entire set with that.
Yeah. It was a thing that we would just
And
do.
all the
without
cast
thinking.
doing it.
That's so funny. We are going to take a tight 10-minute break. So grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a beverage, get ready for the underwater city of Alussia, and we will see you soon for part 2. Okay, bye.
There comes a time in everyone's life where they must choose, weighing the options before them to help them carve a path ahead. These decisions are often fraught and complicated, especially when the allure of power sits just outside your grasp. What would you do if told that you were meant to change the world? Would you carry your title proud and strong? Would you eschew your role, shying away from your foretold purpose? And how do you do that if it means challenging everything you thought you knew about your morals, your heritage, and most of all, the way you love? With the great divine war just behind us, we find two mortals on the cusp of divinity, grappling with what it means to be truly human, deeply flawed beings in a deeply flawed world on the precipice of the unknown.
I'm Gina Susanna, and I'm playing Ever Halassian. And I'm not the God Killer.
I'm Yanis Vessels, and I'm playing Rake, the Void in Flight. And I am not the God Killer. Not yet.
This Blackwater D&D podcast series is Balance. My name is M. Carlson, and once again, I'll be your god, or your game master. While this game is still a duet, we've decided to expand our horizons and broaden the universe of our cradle, and we'll be welcoming new voices to our table as beloved characters throughout the story. This tale takes us back, long before the end of the universe, to a time where we begin to explore and understand old divine wounds that run so very deep, and what happens when love is caught in the middle. So bring your talons, your incense, and your family secrets, because you're going to need it. God Killer Balance, sponsored by Hero Forge and Moonbeam, comes soon to wherever pods are cast. Until then, heretics, be safe.
When the world is in trouble and you don't know what to do, gotta call Blackwater and they'll kick some mess for you. So pull up a chair because you're welcome at the table. Come watch us save the multiverse. So turn up the TV and come watch some D&D. Blackwater, we'll roll some dice for you.
Welcome, 'Cause I know you're ready. 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 'Cause I know you're ready.
Quick, read all
when
the notes.
the cat is away.
Don't do it, Jess. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Hey now, hands off.
Oh no! I'm so
That's my chair.
so cooked.
Okay, my timing is not great. All right, we're back. So, you, as the water kind of fills up around you, the space outside, this kind of cylinder of water shifts as well as you find yourself in the city of Alussia. As you kind of look out, you arrive kind of at the edge of the city. You can see this whole city itself rests on a huge chunk of earth that has been elevated somewhat from the seafloor that is barely visible below. It's like...
Harkoon is with us as well.
Yes, Harkoon is with you as well. Seems very comfortable in the water.
Send him home.
What's his water? What's his vibe in the water? Is it just
it's like...
or is there like a... Does he skull? Like,
there's a little kind of gentle movement. It's very fluid, very fluid. He seems very comfortable. But you can see the light sort of drops off, so it's difficult to make out the seafloor below. But you can see the buildings on here look very, very old. They are kind of white stone, and you can see inlaid with copper that has kind of grown to patina over time. So there is this kind of lovely sort of copper and that greenish color as well that snaked through all of these buildings. You can see it is fairly busy. As you're sort of floating there, you watch as 4 Triton soldiers kind of start to approach you all.
I would wave to them and speak to them in Aquan. Hello?
What is your business here?
My mother is originally from the Plane of Water, from here. I've never been, and she suggested that I come to the temple. She lost her magic, and she said that I should come back. My name's Honiah Shydare. My mother is Marlory Shydare.
Kind of look at each other. Very well. Cause no trouble in the city. And he kind of scans the lot of you. Definitely lingers on Harkoon. Or else you'll be thrown to the seafloor below.
They won't. We're just here for a quick visit, and I'll make it my personal responsibility for everyone. I want to be respectful of this place.
Very well. You may enter.
Thank you.
Kind of let you pass as they swim off.
Okay, so
as you're granted access to the city.
From what I remember from the stories that my mama used to tell, that isn't just an idle threat. They mean business. It's a bit, like how Keshuera is very one culture of people. And imagine that, but they're of the mind that this is the best way and the only way here. So threats to that or challenges to that aren't going to be met nicely. We don't have to stay here too long. I gotta go. So I'm appreciative of you coming with me.
For sure.
Okay.
We shouldn't be worried, right?
No, I don't think so. As long as we don't try and upset their ways of living or do anything that would be disrespectful or fight anybody. I think if we are fought with, then we protect ourselves, but let's not start any shit.
Okay. You see Harkoon kind of drifts there for a second. There is a basin.
Where?
He looks down. Below the city.
Okay. Well, it's outside city limits. Are you okay to wait if we go to the temple and then go?
Yes.
I know I said I'd help you find them.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Do you want me to... Harkoon and I could go scout ahead, find the basin, and then bring you to it when you're done at the temple.
Who knows what's down there? I don't know anything about Alussia. And I'm sure the city is protected, but who knows what if it's in a cave or if there's a creature down there. Y'all could get caught, and that would be a threat to you and to Mark and to our companion here. We should be careful with his name also.
We had a hard time last time we had to do a bunch of swimming.
Yeah, y'all aren't
Or some of us did.
fully. Y'all can't move as fast as you normally would, so. Okay. So I guess we start making our way, as long as everyone's cool with that, we start making our way towards the temple.
You start moving through the city. You notice right away, Shy, as you start to move through the city, you can start to see the kind of faint bioluminescent glow in your arms. Very faint.
That's good. Maybe I won't be a nightlight like I was, but that's good. Okay, that's good. That's real good. And I would like if I'm swimming in a direction that makes it glow brighter, I would go that way.
Yeah. It's just at the moment, it's just sort of a faint glow that's come back. As you move through the city, you can see there is a kind of walled off building, but you can see through the gate, and there is kind of a glass dome over top. But you can see through the gate that there is a portal there, where you can see it looks like goods are being brought through and taken through a fairly large portal. You also see there is a number of monuments in the city, kind of beautiful statues. You see one of Delnus Deeprun, the liberator of Iridesia, is what it says underneath. And a number of other a lot of soldiers, it looks like. As you also see, you kind of move by a tavern. You can see that's quite busy, called the House of Pearls.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting Campaign 1 flashbacks.
And as you kind of travel through, you find your way to a beautiful temple, the Temple to Astitia. You can see the kind of Kraken iconography that forms the sort of archways. There's a lot of open archways through here, but you can see the Kraken iconography that forms the kind of open archway. And inside, you can see there is almost like a fountain, and the water is a slightly different color as it kind of moves through this intricate fountain underwater. And you can see there's a number of people praying and things like that. There's a number of offerings that are out. It seems like offerings are often around this ornate fountain that is shaped to look like a kraken. You can see a number of offerings that are kind of laid in, and you watch as people sort of give whatever their offering are, and there is a kind of current that runs through this fountain. As it sort of flows into this current, it disappears. It seems to go down below the rock as well.
And this is all underwater, so the fountain itself is like its own.
Yeah, it's like it seems to be a different, something about the water has a slightly different quality.
It's heavy water.
Yeah.
I think I would reach into my bag as an offering, and if I could, I would likely have been sealed in some kind of waterproof casing to keep it just in case, but I would place down an offering of a picture of my mother.
Okay.
And I would place that down on where the offerings are and kind of like bow my head in reverences.
You watch as it kind of spins and is carried in this current and drops below the stonework. You can feel as you kind of lean down as well, you feel that tide collar is vibrating slightly, ever so slightly.
I pull it out. Does it seem to be like vibrating towards the current itself, or?
It seems to be vibrating a bit and glowing slightly.
Okay. It's a good sign.
Yeah.
It's vibrating. So I guess we would go over to like a temple attendant.
Okay, yeah. You see there's an attendant near the fountain. Kind of their beautiful, long, flowing robe kind of dancing with the current.
All of them fins, I'm assuming. Do I see any other material plane Tritons here?
No, the only other material plane Tritons you would have seen would have been by that big
Understood.
portal.
Okay.
Big gate.
Hello. I'm originally from the material plane, but My mother is originally here from Alussia, and I don't really know what I'm doing here. She suggested that I come back. The magic has kind of been gone from my family, and she said to return here to see what would happen.
Oh, well, perhaps you should. I will get Priestex and Maelstrom.
Maelstrom. Okay. Thank you.
You should speak with them.
All right.
Kind of swim away. A little while later, you see the Priestex comes. You can see again that like beautiful ivory robes. As they kind of pull down their fringe, they sort of have that like orange iridescent skin and scales.
Do they have bioluminescence? Like.
Yes. Yeah. You can see there is a bioluminescence that runs kind of around, frames their face, and as it drops below, you can see it almost forms kind of runes. You don't fully see them, but it drops below their robe.
I would kind of nod my head. Hi there. My name is Honiah Shydare, and this is.
Hello, Honiah.
These are my friends. We're best wishes.
We don't get many air breathers here.
I know. I'm grateful that they came with me, but they're here for me.
Yes. It's always exciting. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome.
Hello.
There was an event that happened on the material plane. One of the moons was destroyed.
Yes.
Or
We
yes.
got word from Iridescia.
Iridescia, where's that?
It's on the southern, I guess the southwest tip of Wolfar.
Southwest. Okay. Would that be where, like this is me, is this where Svelin is?
Was.
Huh?
It is no longer Svelin.
That's right, it's not because it was leveled to the ground during campaign 1. Yep, remember that. Iridescia, and they came back, when they came back and they retook their land. I understand. Okay, Em understands. Chatwater. I understand. Oh, and since that happened, my mother and my brother, who were, I believe, both drew their magic from Riez, lost their magic. And I had some of it, but not a lot. And I've been trying to find my way back to it, I think. And
So you've come home.
It's my first time here, but I guess so. I was wanted to see where she was from.
You were from here as well. All Triton begin their journey here, in one way or another.
Thank you. But I'm glowing a bit, and I wasn't doing that before. And I have this, and I pull out Tide Collar, and it's vibrating.
Is happy to be home as well.
Okay.
May I?
Yeah, of course.
They take your hands around the Kusari Fundo, and as they look at you, I would like to do something.
Okay.
I would like to bring it into elemental alignment with your home.
Okay.
This place.
Sure. All right.
Come with me.
Yeah. Just me, or are my friends able to come too?
They just start moving you towards the fountain.
Okay, I start going.
As they lead you over to the top of the fountain, it's going to feel a bit strange at first.
All right.
But I'm going to take you into the undercurrent.
The undercurrent?
Yes.
Okay.
And you feel as they clasp your hands, they start to drop down into that current at the top of the fountain, which is a larger kind of part of it. And you feel, as you get there, you can feel your body being pulled down somewhat.
I let it.
Into this larger funnel current. As you are pulled below, you kind of lose sight very quickly.
Okay.
As you are kind of plunged through the darkness, you feel this you start to snake through this stonework. It's very disorienting. And it feels like you're moving quite fast all over the place. As you feel that vibration that's happening and tide collars start to move out towards through your whole body, you start to feel that vibration. And there is a kind of uncomfortability to it, as if you're almost vibrating too much. The frequency is too high. And then as you start to slow down, you feel that vibration hit a point where you can no longer feel it. It feels like you've hit a new frequency. As all of a sudden your visibility comes into sharp focus, as the bioluminescence all across your skin illuminates at once, as you find yourself moving through this beautiful coral cave. As you are being swept through, you can see dozens and dozens of different coral types and colors. It's so vibrant, almost like being under a black light. As you see just this vibrant sea life as you move through, still holding on to the priestess. And you can see the Kusari Fundo as well is being wrapped by that different colored water. You can see it spiraling around as these small bubbles kind of weave their way through. As you come back out of the fountain with a jolt and then slow down. Here.
Thank you. I take tide collar back.
You can see those kind of tiny bubbles sort of dissipating slowly as they weave their way through.
Do all Triton need to be realigned elementally?
No. But you did.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you know anyone? My mama came over when the barriers between the planes that was lifted. Would have been about 60 years ago, 50 years ago.
There was a great exodus.
Yeah. My mama went to Keshuera. That's where I'm from.
Heard of Keshuera.
It's really lovely there.
Perhaps one day I will visit.
Are there any other Shydares that are here?
There was one, but she passed.
Oh.
Several years ago.
Okay. What was her name?
Her name was Marika.
Marika. Thank you.
Of course.
Maybe she was my mother's mother. I had a vision of my mama when she was young, tending to a garden of sorts. Shepherded by an older woman who looked like her, so.
Perhaps.
I'm grateful for you, Priestess Maelstrom. Thank you.
I would encourage you to give an offering to Asticia off the shelf before you leave.
I will. I will. Thank you.
Good luck on your journey.
Yeah. Thank you. I think Shy's kind of like dumbstruck in this moment of a like, what just happened? What did I just agree to?
Yeah.
And so I kind of turned back to everyone. I guess that's I'm realigned.
You look good.
Should I see if they could realign me?
I don't think here's the right place to do that.
Well, I'm kind of all the elements.
I've tweaked my neck. I don't know if that.
The water Cairo.
I think we should.
right.
I think we should let him. Let's try.
I could ask. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
You can do water elemental stuff.
Yes. Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you think I need realignment? I can become all the elements. I have this sword.
Give me your hand. Yes. I think you are aligned exactly as you should be.
Oh, all right. I'm good.
Wait, do me.
Enjoy the gifts Asticia has given to you. Do not take them for granted.
I will give that more thought.
I cannot align you to this place.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just wanted to join in.
But in a way, we are kin. Opposites, as it were.
Right. Yeah.
The children of Asticia and the children of Garrix have always held each other in balance. So you are always welcome here. Though I can't imagine it is a comfortable place to be. As I would feel the same in the plane of fire.
Yeah. Well, maybe you could, if you are there, then I would support that too.
Mira's like weirdly like, I think she's just like cold and like kind of overwhelmed. And
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
what to do.
She could, the priestess could tell.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. I like your fountain.
Thank you. Would you like to be warmer?
Yes, very much so. I can kind of keep myself going, but it's using a lot of effort, and it's
May I?
Oh yeah.
They reach out their hands.
Ooh, cool. Yeah, for sure.
They put their hands on your shoulders, and you feel the water around you start to bubble and steam a bit as you feel quite a bit warmer.
Oh, feels so good.
It won't last forever, but
Okay, well, that
it
helps.
lasts for about an hour.
Thank you. I feel like myself again. Yeah, I pointed the like Kraken statue.
Mm.
Go, hey, Shy, that Kraken's deep. And then I look at Harkoon.
Harkoon is
How is Harkoon doing?
he's very comfortable in the
vibing.
water.
He's
He's really enjoying the water, but you can tell his focus is elsewhere. He is like dialing in on where that basin
Yeah.
is.
Does he react to my joke at all?
He does not.
Fuck.
Well, should we make our gift later or now? Before?
I'm gonna make it now.
All right, sure. I'll come with. I should probably give something as well.
Yeah. Thank you, Priestess. I'm sure I'll be back at some point in my lifetime.
I should hope so.
I've been here once now. Thank you.
So, Tidecaller, mechanically,
Oh.
has been elementally realigned.
Ooh.
So I'll send you
Yeah,
what
please.
it does.
That's
I won't look
exciting.
at it till chat water.
Yeah, we'll talk about it in chat.
I got a shower.
What up?
What up?
Just nerfs it.
Yeah.
It's way worse.
Devastating.
It was
It's just
overpowered.
I'd be so
It
bad.
just gets soft for some reason.
I think we know the reason.
It just when you hit creatures, they are sickened, but it's because it's just like
a completely different
And they take psychic damage.
Fully been bricked.
It works well, better in water and worse everywhere.
Worse
Yes.
everywhere else. That's what you wanted, right?
Swim down to the shelf.
Yeah, we go to the words off the edge of the shelf where they gesture.
As you go towards the edge of the shelf, you hear a soldier call out, "Where are you going?"
To make an offering?
You may make your offering here. It will drop to the deep.
All right.
Okay. Is there a reason we can't do that off the edge?
That would be... You may do it off the edge, but you cannot go below to the Undercity.
why not?
Because it is forbidden. If you go to the Undercity, you will not be allowed to return.
Oh.
Why?
Ever?
Of course not.
All right.
Those below are dangerous.
And do they infect you?
They have tried many times to assassinate the king and queen over the years.
Why don't would it not be better to have information about what's going down there from a third party?
Nice.
People who can get down there, find out if you're safer or not. Maybe there's a plot, we could uncover it and then bring you back that information.
I can assure you we have our own sources of intelligence. We don't need your help.
All right. That's fair.
I'm still not clear on why, if people who you are fine with go down there and then come back up, there's something wrong with them and they can't come back up here. Is it a trust thing? Or
You
is
can
it-
no longer be trusted.
What? But why? What changes?
I don't know who you're speaking with down there.
What if we had a guide?
No.
Someone that you trust?
No.
what if we
we
swore
don't
an oath?
send. No.
Okay.
Like, clearly, like, he looks at you like you're outsiders. Like, there's no way. I barely trust you already.
What about... I've just arrived here, and I would very much like the opportunity to come back.
Then do not go to the Undercity.
What kind of rank does this guy look like he holds?
He's guarding the edge of the shelf, so it can't be that high rank. He's alone at the moment.
Perhaps the Lord Thistle of the Fey realm can speak to someone of more import about this.
Yes.
The rules are clear. You may go if you wish, but you may not return.
All right. That's fair. Rules are rules. Understood.
If, hypothetically, someone were to go there, how would you know?
Well, I would know if you returned,
How?
because I would see you.
You can
That's
see...
a great point.
Is it? Can you see the whole Undercity?
Well, I will pass your descriptions to the other
You
guards.
will see us go
I'm
down.
not talking about us, but like if somebody theoretically, like what if they went down and you didn't see them go down?
How alone is this guy?
Be very unlikely.
How alone are we talking?
Like super alone?
Not like, I don't want to hurt him.
Make a perception check.
But if we can make him not remember that we came here.
We don't have modified memory.
Yes, we do.
Oh, you have it.
Yes, we fucking do.
Okay. 18 plus 8, 26.
Or 6? Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any other guards. The other guards are quite a bit farther away.
If he...
Harkoon looks at you. I can help you with that.
Really? Okay.
That's fucking ominous.
As we're standing on the edge, I
kills
think
him.
we're standing at the place where he's designated us to make the offering. As I see this going, I think I'm gonna try and like, what am I gonna try and do for my offering?
I have a thing that's gonna maybe aid in this endeavor. As I see, have you kind of made?
You see me inhale,
Yeah.
like I take a bunch of water in my mouth,
Okay.
like Miri's like cheeks are.
And I look at him and I go, oh, memory's such a funny thing. And I'm gonna kind of like back to back cast Disguise Self to make my features like fuzzier and then invisibility to like disappear completely. As like trying to time it so that it kind of hits at the same time.
Okay.
Just have him like in a state of mind where he's already kind of questioning things.
fuck.
Like, yeah, have him on the back foot for this.
You see Miri's mouth is glowing from the inside. She's like heating up the water in her mouth.
You watch as like Harkoon is kind of standing next to you. You watch as his arm goes out and extends out
Nope.
and literally wraps around his head over both of his eyes. Now.
Miri exhales this like stream of like superheated water that would kind of like wrap around his head as she casts
Horrifying.
Modify Memory.
Okay.
I don't think I like having Harkoon on the team.
I love it.
So uncomfortable. It's
I
a
love
wisdom
him
save.
so much.
Supposed to be unsettling. Yeah, that's a 9 on the dice, so he only got 11.
Okay,
That
so
scene from
that's a fail.
Deadpool again.
And so Mary is gonna kind of lean in real close and say, "So, you've been working alone. Nobody came by. You haven't seen anything out of the ordinary at all. And also, you've been thinking a lot about what it says about your society that you judge so harshly. The people who just go visit another place and why they can't be trusted. I'm not saying what you think about it, but you've been thinking about it. You've been introspecting as you have look out at the majesty of your city. And you think about what it represents, sort of narratively, that there's an undercity that you just don't trust because of where they're located relative to you, and that it's below you.
As this is happening, I'm gonna try and we should be moving. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah, we start
You know,
going.
usher everyone.
Yeah.
I think we should all stealth.
As you finish,
Pass with that trace.
you watch as Harkoon's hands kind of peel back, and he lays
Fix the
him
skin.
down. He goes, "He'll wake up in a minute."
Thank you. That's so scary.
Does he take the skin with him?
He doesn't take any skin.
I
Only memories.
as
As he swims down, he's very fast in the water.
He swims like
Exactly.
No, for sure. He's for sure gecko
Snaking in
swimming.
it, like an eel.
so
That's amore.
Are we
Mark
doing,
inside, just
are we doing a stealth
bottle.
I've passed.
check? Oh, you have to
It's
stealth
so
trace?
gross. I want to see the art of that so badly.
14.
Like a mother whale
10 plus
with her
10.
calf.
34.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah.
Pass
I'm at disadvantage.
And for my offering, as we're kind of on the way down, I think it's falling alongside with us. I am going to, I'm going to throw a piece of ley line glass in front, and I'm going to hit it with a bioluminescent bolt to charge it, essentially, and put some magic into it. As a kind of an offering saying, you've given part of my magic back to me, let me give some magic to you.
Love it.
I'm going to pull one of Sprig's feathers from his last limb he molted.
As he watches it just drops into the deep.
I roll a 36.
Nice. Yeah, you all swim down very silently. What was yours?
27.
That's great. You all swim down silently, and the way that this chunk of earth, it does kind of taper off a bit, so you're able to kind of get underneath and be pretty hidden from view as you make your way down into the darkness. As you get lower and lower, you start to see the lights of the city below, the Undercity. As you start to swim down, you can see there are many more creatures just kind of free roaming around here. You can see, even as you're kind of moving through the rocks, kind of like you hit a point shortly after you get off the shelf where your buoyancy is below neutral, so you start to sink quite quickly. But as you're kind of climbing down along these rocks, you can see there's giant octopus and things like that kind of moving through. You see sharks circling and things like that.
I have the ability to speak with aquatic beasts. So I, as we're kind of going down, and I basically say, we mean no harm to you. We're simply visitors to the Undercity.
See an eye poke out of a hole. There's like an octopus pushes its head out.
I kind of like extend my hand to it with the bioluminescence kind of trailing up my arm.
Its tentacle out.
Oh, we have just like a nice little time holding tentacles.
It's nice to meet you.
Oh, it's very nice to meet you too.
What is your business here?
Well, my mama's from Alussia originally, so I came today to learn more about my magic and my heritage.
Alussia's up there.
Well, I feel like I should learn more about all the places in the water elemental plane, right? Not just the one that decides it's the best.
Be careful in Silurian.
Silurian?
Silurian.
Silurian?
Silurian.
I'm saying Silurian.
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 Yes. Silurian.
Okay. Is that
Silurian.
Silurian? I'm saying it.
Yeah.
Or do you, I thought you
You keep repeating it like you don't
I
hear
feel
what
like
I'm saying.
I was saying it wrong. It's like you were repeating like
Oh.
I was saying it wrong.
Oh.
This is a real. This is a deep cut just for Jess. It's zone.
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 It's
pronounced
zone.
Zone.
Zone. And so is
Cerulean.
Silurian.
Solarian game.
is that the name of the Undercity?
I rule this.
Do you live in between or do you live down below?
I live in between.
It's very nice.
Be careful.
What's down there?
That's where the Sawagan live.
Okay. Are they gonna be mean to us when we're down there?
Probably.
Okay. Is there anything bigger than the Sawagan down there?
There's many large sharks.
Okay.
There's some two-headed sharks.
Okay. Hey,
Many creatures down below.
I got a question. I'm wondering if you've seen something. It would look kind of like a bowl. Probably be made out of rock. And there might be some people who look like fish, but also people. around it. And the water that's in it ain't water. You can't breathe it like we do. It's too thick. And you might have felt strange if you touched it.
I've seen the stone bowl.
Can you tell me where that is?
It's through the coral caves.
Through the coral caves. Okay, do you know what? Is there anything that lives in the coral caves that would prevent me from getting there?
There's many creatures of all shape and size.
Okay,
Just be careful.
you've been so helpful. Thank you.
Thank you.
I wish I had something for you to eat, but I don't.
Oh,
Let me see. And I kind of reach into my bag, and I feel like we would have like some dried like jerky or rations, and I like offer it out to the
his little
octopus.
beak come out. So I can chews at it a bit.
Okay, be well. Take care.
Use well? You back into the hole.
So, the octopus knew where it was.
Okay.
The stone bowl.
Isn't Harkoon already?
Yeah, but he said what might be in the way. There's Sawagan down there. They might be aggressive to us as we go, and there's a coral caves that we might have to go through with sharks, two-headed sharks. Two-headed sharks.
Perfect. No problem.
Too many heads.
One too many.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Right.
we go
So you
down.
swim down. As you swim down into the city of Silurian, you can see there is a kind of natural bioluminescence that also runs through this city as well. It's got a more kind of pinkish hue.
Like the pink in my hair pink?
Yes, yeah. As you can see, there is many different types of Sawagan. There are some that look more shark-like. There are some that look more kind of fish-like. Some of them have 4 arms. Some of them have 2. There are some that have no legs and just more kind of like a tail, like a shark's tail, as they kind of move around.
Like the mermaid from Cabin in the Woods?
Oh, God.
Yes, yeah.
Horrifying.
Yeah, horrifying. Absolutely. So that. You also see a few other creatures that look. They're a little bit larger. I'm trying to think if any of you would have seen. I'll let you make a nature or history check. Maybe you.
Okay. Do you want me to make it with a disadvantage because you're unsure?
Yeah, I do. I do want that.
What was
18
it,
for
nature or
me.
history?
Yeah.
We'll go history. That's a natural 18.
You don't know what the fuck those guys
Natural
are.
1.
You would recognize them as Marids, the kind of elemental genies, similar to the Afridi in the plane of fire. These creatures are native to the plane of water. You can see a number of them kind of moving about. Some of them have more fish-like qualities, but they are a little bit larger and they seem to be traveling alone, whereas a lot of the Sawagan move in small groups. Are you still trying to stay stealthy, or are you just moving about the city?
Might as well stay stealthy.
Okay, make a stealth check. I would say the
I can cast it again if I need.
yeah, it's probably at the tail end. You're kind of right at the. You probably got maybe like 5 more minutes.
I'll cast it again then.
Okay, yeah.
36.
36.
30, 20. 25.
25.
42.
Okay.
You all lose sight of Esper. Everyone's a little worried.
I think honestly the thing that's really helping him is the blueness of his like etherealness is truly making him fully
See-through.
translucent
Yeah.
in the water. Like,
Yeah,
Just like
it's
fish
like
running
you
into you,
look
like
around.
cicadas hitting you in the head. Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck? Into you.
fully gone. They're like an octopus just fully blended in with the surroundings.
You've got a remora stuck to your head.
As you kind of cling to the roof of the Undercity, as you're kind of like
This is like
climbing
under a
down.
shelf, right?
It is under a shelf. You can see there is like it comes to sort of a pillar in the center where this whole thing is being held up. That is quite large, but it kind of slopes down. And the city itself, it seems like the ocean floor kind of rose to meet it, so it is a bit sloped as well. But you managed to traverse fairly quietly and unknown and you...
Because there's civilization down here, this isn't giving me like the thalassophobia, like the shelf, like the Hadal shelf. The Hadal shelf gave me such bad thalassophobia. It's awful.
You notice a couple of things as you make your way towards the middle, which you can see, like the pillar itself is covered in coral. So you assume where the coral caves is probably in that pillar somewhere,
Okay.
or the entrance to the coral caves. But it is quite like there is this whole place, even though it is inhabited by people, is it seems like the buildings themselves are teeming with life in general. And you pass by a few places. You can see you see through the top of what looks like a fighting pit. You can see the sign on the side it's called Mac Frenzies. And you also would notice there's like a kind of curio oddity shop called Off the Shelf.
We will be going there.
As you kind of move through, you can see the fighting pit. There's like, you can hear the sort of cheering, and you can see the kind of red water swirling around as there is quite a bit of blood, which seems to fire up the Sahuagin quite a bit.
That's not terrifying in the slightest.
But you make your way to the kind of central pillar where you start to look around. So I'll have you make an investigation check to try to find interesting caves.
If he's making investigation, can I make perception just to try and make sure that, like, see if we're being watched or anything like that? Do you want to help me with that one? Or are you making your own perception check?
I'll make my own.
A 30.
21.
21.
You gotta love expertise.
I love it.
High level expertise feels so good because I only have a +3 to my intelligence, but I have a +10 because of expertise on that.
You gaze out and no one is following you. You're being quite stealthy. But you do see there are like packs of Sahuagin that seem to be hunting. There does seem to be a sort of like, there doesn't seem to be any kind of order to this city. It's like you can see people fighting. You can see there is like hunting through the coral and things like that for food. It does seem like a fairly lawless place, but you do notice that probably about half the Sahuagin seem to bear similar colors on their either adornments or armor and things like that. They seem to have the same kind of purple, like rich, deep purple color coordinating their outfits. So you assume that they don't look the same, but you can assume that they are affiliated in some way with each other. Part of a team, part of a really cool cult.
Thistle
You're
is,
a
Thistle is gonna
These would be sharks, obviously.
elemental shape.
Okay, yeah. As you take, I assume, the rock
Fire.
element. Fire.
The water elemental shape.
Yeah. You find the entrance to the caves. You happen to spot it. It blends in very well with the coral. But it's almost like an optical illusion. As you kind of move, you actually see the depth.
Unfocus my eyes a little bit.
And you see that there is, in fact, an entrance into what looks like a mostly solid piece of coral. It's just a tight turn.
Is it here? Or is it here?
Yes. We're getting very close. He slips in.
Okay.
And we go follow him.
All right. As you weave your way through these tunnels, you can see there is life sort of teeming throughout as you kind of move through. You watch, he's moving as if driven by something so clear, like he's following something.
I would keep my eye out for any like poisonous.
I was just going to say I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Oh dear. It's a 10.
10, okay.
24.
24.
Add 5 for 4 to it all.
Oh, 28.
4?
Yeah.
14.
28, 14.
23.
23.
14.
14. So you watch as you're kind of swimming. You see Thistle and Miri just very gently kind of brush up against some of the coral, and you watch as they start to swim as their whole body seizes up on them as they kind of begin to drift forward.
I would grab.
They're both paralyzed.
I can't be paralyzed. paralyzed.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, because you're a water elemental.
I would see Miri.
I can be.
Yeah, so you would see through his body. You see as he brushes up against his coral, you watch this kind of spray of these like very thin tentacles that kind of spray out, and this puff of a cloudy liquid, and then it kind of drops through.
5 points. I neutralize any poison.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I would have gone up to Miri and kind of like put hand underneath and brought her over to Esper to.
Yeah. You have a moment where like there is a deep sense of dread as your whole body seizes, including your lungs, as you feel your like this paralytic poison hit you very quickly. It is alarming, and then your friends kind of come to your rescue.
You don't touch anything on the walls, please. Just be careful. I know Harcoon's going real fast, but we gotta be careful.
Also, just as a point to note, now that Thistle has taken the sword, his elemental shapes they look different. So Thistle now looks very similar to how Thistle looks. He no longer takes like he looks more like himself than an elemental.
Cool.
He's bigger, but more slender. He's not as muscular in the water form. And he's got like long kelp hair that sort of like flows around him, sort of almost more reminiscent of like old Thistle than Goliath Thistle.
Water tree.
Yeah, water tree. Cool.
Are you worried that might happen again?
Yeah, I'm terrified that might happen again.
Okay, I'm gonna
Oh,
push a thumb on your forehead.
Simba.
And downwards though, down Simba.
Dimba.
A dimba. And it is very disconcerting because on casting this, you have flashes of like images of people succumbing to poison, like like almost having like instantaneous communion with all of these spirits whose death was at the hands of poison as I cast protection from poison
Nice.
on you.
Does it feel good, or is it just scary?
It's pretty scary.
Okay.
And then you feel a sense of like fortitude again. Like it's almost like
Be affected by the worst thing in your life and then.
yeah, exactly. It's almost like exposure therapy where it's like you see all this stuff and then you feel your body building tolerance to that poison by seeing it happen to so many other people.
I think I get one of those like full body nasty fucking
all
shivers.
big
Like,
So for the next hour, you have advantage on saves against poison.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
That. Ooh.
Listen, none of my spells feel good when they cast.
Well, I think it will help me, so thank you.
I hope so.
It feels better than not being able to breathe.
We keep going.
You keep going. You continue to swim probably for another half hour. You manage to navigate a little more adeptly as you move through, and finally you make it. You lose sight of Harcoon towards the end. He's swimming very fast, but as you come through, if you want to keep up with him, you probably could.
I would.
He's about as fast as you are.
Okay, I would not leave them behind, but I would bridge the gap so that I could keep an eye on him, but also they could still see me.
Yeah. You watch as you see him kind of come into the chamber first as it kind of opens up inside. You all get there a little bit after, but as he kind of stops. And you would see as you kind of catch up, and the rest of you would see this shortly after, but you can see this larger cave opening, and you did go down a little ways as well. There's probably 40 or so of those memory creatures
That's what
that you've seen.
You understand that we do not trust you here, right?
Yes, I understand.
This is an excellent opportunity for you to prove yourself to us.
Incremental and overtime, remember?
And as they all kind of look towards Harcoon and all of you kind of arriving, you watch as he just waves his hand and they all move back to the other side of the cavern. It's some of them on top of each other. They all kind of move back. The way is clear. They will not bother us.
What do you need from this? Well, are you going to touch it yourself?
Yes.
Will
I
it
will gain access to more of my memories.
Would it be the same as if Mark was touching it, or would it be...
Yes.
For my sake, can it be Mark that touches it? Can you...
Very well.
You must understand why seeing this form touch that causes some discomfort.
I understand. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
We, might be helpful too. If
I thought today was going to be a light note day, but it turns out.
Might be good if, we go first. All of us. And then prepare ourselves just in case.
Of course.
Should we roll for it?
I mean,
I'm no rush.
I don't think dice work underwater.
I meant
They do with the metal.
spin in a small circle.
Ah,
Shy looks at everyone and kind of like puts a hand on Tide collar, and I am going to reach in, touch the cup.
all right. So you swim over to a fairly large basin. This one is one of the bigger ones that you've seen. As you drop your hand into the thick liquid that is now becoming more and more familiar. Your vision shifts. The water around you is cold and dark as blackness surrounds you. You feel a low hum building in your diaphragm. As your hands reach out, you feel them grasped on either side as the humming grows. Still, you can't see anything. The chorus begins, and as it does, you begin to see bioluminescence start to glow all around you. Vibrant blues and pinks and greens begin to shimmer in the darkness as the humming gives way to sound. A 5-part harmony as the bioluminescence begins to pulse in the 5 people around you. Your volume rising as if calling out. You feel the water begin to pull away from you, like the trench itself is taking a deep inhale. You push your feet into the silt below you as you share a look with the other figures. Their necklaces being pulled with the current, faces determined as their voices never waver. Suddenly, the water goes still, as your voice, caught off guard, nearly falters, but the hands to either side of you squeeze, rooting you once more to the ocean floor, as a very powerful current bursts forth. The water pushing forward swirls with bioluminescence, and the singing now almost defiant as your newly formed coven faces its first and greatest test. Coral debris flies off, nicking and cutting your skin, your blood streaming out and mixing with this cold, dark water, along with that of the others. As your vocal cords ache, the water vibrates around you. You feel the undercurrent surging with power as the song crescendos. You feel the water slow as the bioluminescence begins to react to your voices, moving at your will. You look to the others, as in unison you control the water. A flood of pride bursts forth as you all collapse amongst the beautiful coral garden at the bottom of the shelf. You hear one of the other figures. We did it, Abilene. As you come to, you can see Shy's bioluminescence is brighter than it's ever been. As you gain a new Triton ability.
Whoa, okay.
You can now cast Control Water once a day.
Cool. Okay. You see Shy come out of it. Also, can anyone else have that tweeting, or is that just me?
I hear that.
It's outside. These
It's outside. Okay, I was like, I'm going crazy.
birds
Why are
outside.
there birds?
I've been collecting birds.
I don't hear anything.
I let a bunch of finches loose
Oh, nice.
because they had problems with ants. So finches eat ants. Everyone knows that.
Everyone knows
right?
that.
I also thought I was having a stroke, so.
Oh, cool, great. It's not just me.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if you hear birds, not usually a sign of a stroke, but you know.
Oh, I smell birds.
You smell
Burning birds.
Burning birds. I think I look out at everyone, and I think I just kind of look down at myself. And, you should touch that. Yeah, that was incredible.
It's good goo.
Yeah, that's good goo. And I think Shy just like takes a moment to kind of sit and process this just like new, and I'm correct when you said the word coven?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Cool. That's fucking cool. Okay, someone else can go.
I'll get in the bowl.
yeah, that's
You get into it like hot tub
As
style.
your goo mixes with.
it's the custom.
I just kind of crawl in.
As you feel that kind of thick liquid around you again,
I am the goo.
you soak yourself in, and your vision shifts as there is a violent slam and churning bubbles as you see a massive stag plunge through the water. You dive below, obscured by the darkness of the depths. The stag writhes in pain before taking on the form of a large man, his face a picture of grief as he swirls the water around him like a maelstrom. A terrible discordant sound rips through the water, and you feel your body being pulled into the currents he is whipping up. You feel your body pulled into the eye of this underwater storm. And before you can escape, a large hand clasps around your body. Tell me, where is Erindrea? You stammer as the rush of wash pounds your body. You can feel the static this man is creating jolting your body. I know no Erindrea. The words spill out. You feel the hand squeeze tightly as your mind races, looking for some way to satisfy his request. What does she look like? What does she look like you managed to spit out? He pauses briefly as his other hand moves through the water, weaving minuscule bubbles suspended in the water to paint the picture. A beautiful, ethereal woman. A woman you, Thistle, recognize. No Triton, though. Your mind races. The hand begins to tighten again as you try desperately to focus on your studies from your youth. Major figures. Your eyes feel as though they could pop, and finally, as the light begins to fade from your eyes, a name floats into your head. Van Dyne! It is the Moon Maiden Van Dyne. The grip softens momentarily as your gills flood with water and your chest shoots with pain. Where do I find her? His voice now still. His rage has become laser-focused. I don't know. She is protected by the Storm Lord. You feel a sharp crunch as your body no longer feels like your own. One with the ocean. There is only one Lord of the Storm. As peace falls upon you, you see the looming figure approaching, and the currents shift. You become one with the water again, as her long arms catch your sinking soul and cast out the discordance from her plane in one powerful display. You come to.
Holy shit.
I now understand the messages Tim was sending me earlier.
This is
Chat water. Chat
this
water.
is good goo.
It's good goo.
Yes, very good goo.
So many thoughts and feelings.
As do I.
Okay. You want to go first, or do you want me?
You go.
Okay. Touch the goo.
You feel your feet on the hot stones as you race out of the King's Alluvium into the walled city of Tyne in the Plain of Fire. The smell of charcoal drifts on the hot air as you weave through the fruit stalls. You can hear your father yelling it after you, but his voice is getting quieter and quieter as you squeeze past a giant and nearly tumble into a fire newt. A quick sorry, and you continue on your quest, your feet remembering the way better than your own memory. You arrive at an alleyway, chest heaving as you catch your breath. You look down, shake your head before crossing the street. You catch the smell of toasted cinnamon, and you feel a smile spread wide across your face as you race once more headlong down the alley. You can see the red painted door at the end of the alley and the hanging bread knot sign. So close. As a figure steps out from a doorway and you collide, you feel your small body go airborne for a moment before falling into a heap on this small stranger. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, dearie. You collect yourself, apologizing profusely. I'm sorry. The old woman helps you stand and brushes off her dress and yours. You can see a basket of small tubers that look a bit like halflings of people, like halflings, if you squint. You can see. Oh, I really should have peeked out before I stepped out. The old woman laughs, her face marked by smile lines and crow's feet. You feel your cheeks flush as you pick up the woman's basket. I should have slowed down. I'm so sorry. Oh no, dearie. Just a bit of bad luck. Where were you off to in such a hurry? You point to the painted door and the hanging sign. Oh, the Pello Pepper Knots. The Pello Pepper Knots? Are they any good? Your eyes widen as you nod your head. You feel the words squeak out. Do you want one? Really? You'd buy me one? You nod your head again. Well, we'll have to share. I only have enough for just one. Lead the way, little one, as you take the old woman to the Pello Pepper shop. You open the door and are met with that familiar smell of your favorite bakery. You run up to the counter and lift up onto your tippy toes and drop a coin on the counter as you mash your hand against the glass display case. The big one at the front. The old woman laughs again as you head over to a table. You tear the bread and in half, giving half to the old woman, who thanks you before digging in. You see her face flushed with red as she squeals in delight. You should have told me it was so spicy. You both giggle as you chow down the rest of your bread knot. Thank you, dear. It's been a while since I've had a laugh at my own expense. She pats your head. I best be off. Careful, little one. As she rises, moving to the door, your father bursts in. Miri, I told you not to run ahead. As you see his foot fly into the air, landing hard on his back, a full pratfall, slipping on a Pello Pepper. You see your mother's eyes go wide as she stifles a laugh, and you catch the old woman stepping into a doorway. As you come back to.
Getting that good goo.
I swim over to the goo. I look at Harkoon. Trust. And I don't cast Destroy Water as I touch the goo.
Okay.
I'm going to touch the goo.
Feel the salt spray across your cheeks as the boat docks at the Deepwater Harbor. You can see flags from across terrace dot the many ships in the harbor. A large hand touches your shoulder. Let's go. A tall, broad-shouldered man with a fur-lined cloak and a long sword at his hip leads you off the ship. You can see long boxes stacked next to the ships, waiting to be loaded as hundreds of soldiers of all kinds step off these many vessels. Sorry. The soldiers head into the clearly battle-worn town. You stride through the street and the air is cold and the scent of death rides on the breeze. You pass through a portcullis before heading into a squat castle. An imposing Drakenweir soldier stands, her polished armor bearing the crest of a platinum dragon lined with royal blue. Lord Kincaid, thank you for coming. My apologies for the delay. General Cresthorn, my son and I hit a bad storm as we left Pegor. I'll take you to see him. It would be best to transport him as soon as possible. The longer they linger here, the higher the risk for... Her voice trails off as Lord Kincaid nods his head. I understand. General Cresthorn leads you down to the old catacombs and knocks on an iron door. A soldier opens the door. If you please, take Lord Kincaid and his son to Ibzan. They are here to take his remains home. And Lord Kincaid steps in. The Drakenweir pulls a thin dagger that glows with a pale light, as runes adorn the blade and hilt. Just in case. Lord Kincaid looks at you. Stay close, Gideon. You hear the words escape your mouth. Yes, Father. You're taken to an ancient mausoleum. The soldier opens the iron-barred door, and the smell of rotting flesh fills your nostrils. As you step forward with your father, you see the body of your uncle, still in his armor. His body sundered with bite marks that look like they have torn right through his armor and into the flesh, as it lies there, torn and rotting. Your father gazes upon his dead brother, and a single tear drops onto the stone altar. Take his feet, son. As you move to lift his feet, as your father holds under his arms into the waiting long wooden box, the body spasms violently. The eyes move from milky to bloody as a hiss escapes the yellow-toothed mouth. The Legion's hunger will never be sated. It spits as it reaches to grab you. There is a flash of pale light, as from the center of his chest there is a white fire that immolates him from the inside out as he shrieks. Your father's face appears as the ash falls away, anger and frustration, then regret, as he moves to make sure you are okay. Did he touch you at all? You shake your head. It's time you go, Gideon. General Cresthorn opens the door, a spear at the ready. There's a silent acknowledgement as your father hands the dagger back to the Drakenweir. Time seems to skip as you once again find yourself at the boat. You can see stacks of long boxes being loaded into the hold. Your father kneels down and gives you a long hug, your body still in shock. He looks at you. It's time for you to go, son. I love you. You feel the tears welling up, but your body stays stock still as your father moves back to the dock. The ship begins to pull out of the harbor as the wind picks up, and suddenly your whole body surges with adrenaline as you begin to run, to leap off the ship before being grabbed by 2 sailors as your body thrashes in anger and frustration. As you come back to.
Guess it's your turn then.
Nods his head and you watch. So Raccoon drops his hands into the basin. As he's moving it over the edge, you see Mark's hands kind of extend out and into the water. Before pulling back out.
Did you get what you needed?
Yes. Thank you.
What did you get?
A lot. There is much to sift through. This basin is very old. It has collected much.
We should get back.
We can leave from here.
We don't have to stay and go back through the city. We can just leave from here.
I think if we try to go back to the city, we might undo what we did earlier.
Yes, we've done a good job being unseen.
My only problem with that is Tim name dropped 2 shops we could go to in the Undercity.
We can always
That's
come
fine.
back.
That was Jess saying that, not Mary. I just
does seem pretty
I
fucking
know.
sick.
He said a shop of curios called Off the Shelf. I have a hard time saying no to that, but let's see what Mary thinks. Yeah, I hate it here. Let's go.
We could, if you're wanting to go, we don't have to swim all the way back up. We could go back out to the main city. We just got here. We're probably gonna have to spend a night before that recharges, don't we?
Well, Miri could get us out.
Mary can take us back to back home. Well, it's up to y'all. I don't foresee us needing to come back here for a while. I'll probably come back in the future on my own, but
Do we want to go look at some of the shops that we saw back there? I'm having a hard time finding a way to justify me wanting to do that as Mary, but I
don't
guess really wants to go back.
I don't feel the need to go get in a pit fight. But we didn't really do any sightseeing up above. But I'd be okay with that.
We can go look at the store.
Could we go to the store?
Can we go to the mall?
Go to the store.
Yeah,
Let's go shopping.
We
Let's go to the oddities at the shelf or whatever.
and then we'll head home.
Let's go to the mall.
Today.
Oh, God.
All right, so you swim back through. I'll have you make one more stealth check to get over to the shop as quietly as possible.
Pass out Trace's faded at the point, I'm assuming.
Cast it again. I got it.
Okay.
I can cast it again!
2 more casts, now 1 more cast.
I'm doing something.
Yo, we keep going up.
Natural 20?
Natty 12.
That's Trace.
Rolls
So
are
passive and Tracy
made.
is up?
Yeah, it is.
Cool. I got a 14.
35.
35, 14.
43.
That's the highest
You
you
lose
can get.
Esper. It's getting concerning.
Never existed.
21.
21. Yes, you do make it to the shop. You feel like unseen. Miri, you do bump your head as you are entering the shop last, and you kind of let out a ow. But then you go into the shop.
It's nicer than the time I bumped my head yesterday.
As you step in, you can see this like a fairly expansive shop off the shelf. You see there's all these natural shelves that have been formed by the coral, and you see a Merid that is kind of moving around. Welcome. I am Cousteau. Welcome to Off the Shelf.
Gusto?
Cousteau.
Gusto.
As in Jacques. Oh, thank you. This is our first time in the Undercity.
Ah, yes, you do not look like you're from around here.
No, I'm not even from up there, so. Can you show us what you have in store? We were.
Yes, well, I collect all manner of things that fall off the shelf.
Exciting.
Oh.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I'm not sure what you are.
I don't understand.
Well, sometimes when people make offerings, Cousteau might find something real nice amongst those offerings and then bring them here.
Yes, things are always falling down here.
So
Off
the
the shelf.
offerings are pointless.
It seems that way.
Perfect.
Offerings.
That's what they are, I think.
No matter. I have a number of things you might like. People of your physiology. I have this armor. It's made of crocodile. Crocodile armor. I've got this, one of these, and he pulls out an arrow, a single arrow. You like these up there, I think, yes?
Do you have a thingamabob?
Well, I mean, I have many tchotchkes. I have,
You have a sprocket, and it's just a fork.
I have a number of potions. Okay, I know that
Now
you
you got us.
material plane folk, you like to drink. Potions are not as good down here because you open the bottle and it kind of gets everywhere. So I have a hard time moving these.
Okay.
I have this ring, which is way too small for any Sohagan to wear.
Does it do
even on
anything?
their toes?
Do you know what it does?
Well, they all do something.
Do you know what they do?
Oh yes, well, this ring is a ring of remembrance. Okay.
Okay. Say.
Go on.
Well, you know when you're trying to remember something, thinking about the past, the history,
Sure.
and you're struggling, and sometimes you need something to play with,
Oh.
to help jog your memory. Well, this is for you. You sort of rub it, and it helps jog your memory.
It's kind of like the key mind thing.
Yeah, so
Advantage.
effectively it gives you an advantage on the next intelligence check made to recall information once a day.
It's like a history check.
That's cool.
Gives you one advantage on history checks once a day. It's not attunement.
What kind of armor is it?
It was crocodile armor.
It's made of crocodiles.
Well, it's very useful when you're in the water. It gives you... it's leather, of course, because crocodiles are made of leather. Skin, of course. And it's a little stronger than your average leather armor, and it allows you to hold your breath for a very long time because crocodiles very famously can hold their breath for a long time. And your swim speed is it's equal. If you don't have that, I assume you certainly do. You don't have this, but your swim speed becomes equal to your walking. How fast you can walk.
Got it.
It does not seem to excite any of you.
I think
I'm getting a lot of flat faces.
We're not planning on being back.
the people here who wear armor already wear armor, and most of us don't.
Heavier than that.
Well, you might like this arrow. Huh?
Could you convert that into the leather lining of what I'm wearing?
I'm not an armor guy.
You just sell stuff.
I
you
just
find,
sell things. Yeah.
Off the shelf.
What does the arrow do?
Well, when you hit someone with it, you only get to use it once, but it's very powerful. On a hit, it transforms into a large log. It's called a deadfall arrow. It's a big log that falls on your target, and it might pin them if they're not very fast.
It does sound hilarious.
Sounds kind of fun.
Yeah.
But
And it's a big log, like 10 feet.
Do you have to shoot it from a bow, or can you throw it?
You know, I never thought about it, but I guess you could maybe throw it if you are able to throw things like that.
Well, you can sell. Is it a
I think it's
hard-
more about the speed, I think. It has to hit a certain velocity to activate the magic.
It's like a hardwood, like an expensive wood. Do you know?
You know, I never know, because if I don't want to use it,
Well, of
because
course. Yeah.
then it's spent.
I'm just wondering if.
I don't know if any of us use a bow.
I can.
You can.
You have, famously.
Crossbow.
Crossbow.
Different.
You could probably load it in a crossbow.
I could stick it in my gun, probably.
You could definitely stick it in a gun.
In this?
Yeah, sure.
Just.
I don't know what would happen, but you could do it.
What is the strangest thing you have?
Well, I got a potion of bouncing.
Does it make me bouncy?
Yeah.
I have a question for you.
That's it.
But it's more like when you're falling, you can bounce at an angle and launch yourself.
Ooh, interesting.
If your shop was to be dragged into the depths and you could only save one item, what would that item be?
And you can't say yourself.
let's assume that you are saving yourself.
I can't tell you because then I feel like you might try to rob me of this very valuable item.
Or buy it.
Or buy it.
But it's one thing is I'm not going to sell this. It's very sacred to me. So
What's the one thing that you would sell that you would want to save?
I really need to know what it is now.
well, I can't tell you that because you try to kill me and take it because it's quite cool.
We absolutely would not try and take
Look at my sword.
Yeah, see, he's brandishing his sword. You're saying this, but he's brandishing his sword.
I'm holding my gun.
Well, it's not a sword actually. It's a whip.
It's a very floppy sword.
Look at my whip.
He means well.
I'm saying it's cool.
I will say.
That's very cool.
I will say, chances of us leaving you alone heighten if you just tell us what it is.
See, again, these all are feeling like threats to my life.
It's not that we are trying.
You know, I have a lot of friends in this town, so people will miss me.
We're not trying to threaten you. I'm saying he gets very specifically fixated on wanting certain things, and then once he gets the information, he'll just forget about it.
Sometimes it's good to live a life with a little mystery.
He couldn't possibly.
Aiding him in this endeavor might give you some favor in the Fey courts, if that's ever
Oh,
something.
you want to come visit me in the Feywild?
I've never been to the
You could
Feywild.
maybe sell your goods in the Fey. I think there's some people in the Feywild that would be
Ooh, do you
interested.
want to
You're very Caribbean.
No.
Do
Why not now?
I'm very firmly French. Okay, it's
Do you-
Cousteau.
Do you want to set up a store in the Feywild?
Look, I don't have any other
Franchise.
employees, so it's just me. So I'd have to go work somewhere else. I like it here.
You've
It's
never
very
thought
wet.
of franchising?
If you franchise, you can get someone
I
else
don't
to
want
work.
franchise because I don't know if there's a
Just
shop.
what is the item? I need to
Make
know.
a persuasion check.
Can I,
Guidance.
with my, have given the health action?
Sure.
Like we're just threatening an underwater
I'm not
genie.
threatening.
It's cool.
A French
Just
underwater
don't
genie.
scream.
A French.
A
So
French.
French.
Underwater.
I have this other potion too. It's called a blood link potion.
What that does?
I'm glad you asked.
What that
When you
bottle
drink at least half this potion, you got to share the other half with the other person, but your life energies are linked for 1 hour. So when the creature or you take damage, it is shared with that other person.
Warding bond.
Yeah. How much is that?
Well,
For me?
100 gold pieces.
Would you take 75?
Make a persuasion check.
I have no money.
No, you don't.
Canonically, you never have money.
No, truly, I have
You
been.
spent all of your money on some dumb shit that I can't remember, but I remember.
You spent it on an outfit for
Yes.
the
Oh
the
yeah.
Vampire Party.
Oh yes, it was a
Bought
sick
an
outfit. though.
incredibly
And you
expensive.
made us spend a lot of money on yours outfit
Yeah.
because you didn't have enough money. I think you still
Yeah.
owe us money.
We
for
covered
that.
some of your outfit.
Nah, if we can't.
There's a lot of like intergroup money owing going
If we can't.
This tears
It's a
people
natural
apart.
20.
Oh, that's what I rolled on my persuasion check.
Yay!
Because I'll give it to you for 50
Oh,
That's very
smiles.
kind. That's very kind of you.
I'm gonna add him to the list after, just behind Run.
The list. I give him 50 gold.
You know, I find gills very attractive.
The roster.
I don't have gills.
Well, you might look nice if you did.
What?
He's nagging her.
Yuck, dude. This guy
Nagging her.
sucks all
Well, I
of a sudden.
appreciate the discount.
I really like girls with blue hair. My hair is brown, well.
That's why I got invented hair dye.
Just I have other potions that can give you gills.
I don't need them.
Okay. It's just an offer.
I appreciate it. And I put 50 gold pieces down on the bar of my own money. I will buy that for myself.
I rolled a natural 20 on my persuasion check.
Does anyone believe him?
Yeah, I want you to
Oh,
help.
nice.
You also had
I
advantage.
thought it, oh, okay.
Right there.
I thought it was just like a sneaky, like,
Oh,
oh,
it's
yeah,
right there.
no, I believe.
A 19 and a
Yeah, he
natural
watched it. No,
20.
he rolled a 19 and a 20.
Okay, I got a ring that gives me wishes.
I'm sorry, what?
I got a ring that lets me grant wishes.
It lets you grant them or wish them.
I could grant them.
How many?
Grant a wish. 3 wishes.
How many have you used?
I can not use any.
Oh, you have to give them.
Yeah, I grant them for you.
And I can have 3.
You can have them because I'm not going to give my wishes to you.
No, but you just said you can't use them.
No, I could use them on myself if I wanted to.
But
I
you
could
don't.
wish for something.
But you could,
But I could also give a wish to someone else.
But once you use all 3, you can't use it again.
I don't know.
You led with you can use it to grant wishes.
Yeah, that's what you said.
I could grant anyone's wish, including my own. I'm not like sort of trapped in a
And why have you not wished them yet?
Because I don't know what I want yet.
Sounds like
Well,
he's
why
got a
don't
bit of
I?
self-restraint.
What if?
See, this is what I was worried
No,
about
but-
because now he
yeah,
knows.
Yeah, no, it's reasonable.
I will.
Now
be
he
honest,
wants
it
what
is
I
a-
have.
It is a very
I
fascinating.
was just asking. The reason I'm asking is because maybe
Would you sell a wish?
would you sell a wish?
Maybe for like 10,000 platinum.
10,000 platinum. All right.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Like it's gotta be here. I'm not taking a IOU or anything.
Well, hear me out.
Yeah. See, this is where it starts.
No, hear me out. I wish for 100,000 platinum.
No, I can't
And then
do
I
that.
split it with you 50-50. What do you mean I can't do that? It's a
Yeah, but
wish.
That's
Yeah,
a
but-
waste of a wish because that's just money, huh?
But why don't you start
Money
with
is
that?
very useful.
No, I'd rather have the wish.
Interesting.
But you just were willing to sell it for 10,000.
Yeah, because if you add that, then I'd let you wish for
But
something.
we could-
Why would I waste it on money?
You-
huh?
No,
You
I'm
are
not
I'm not
wasting it
earning
on
for
money
money
already.
Do you know what our group is called?
No, I don't. I just met you the first time.
We're called Best Wishes.
So why don't you
This
find
is-
your own wishes?
We just found them.
They're not ours. They're Cousteau's.
We can.
I wish you great luck in finding out what you want to wish for.
Agreed.
Thank you.
I think I'm good, unless anyone wants to buy anything else. I don't think that arrow will come in helpful for me, unless you want it for your crossbow.
I don't see anything in here that can really help me.
Hi.
Do you not have any idea what you're gonna wish for?
Oh, I've thought about it, but I'm not gonna tell you.
We're not. I'm so curious. Like, what does a guy like you want?
Well, if you come here and have tea with me for maybe like 3 months, maybe I'll tell you.
3 months of having tea with you.
Yeah. You gotta get to know me before I'm gonna reveal what the things that I dream about.
Where did you get the ring?
I'm not gonna tell you.
If you're ever in Taywin, in the material plane, look us up and you can come round for tea.
I will take you up on that.
Hey, we have a house.
But I mean, you have a ring, so why wouldn't you tell me where you got the ring?
Because I don't want you to go try to find a ring of your own.
So you want misfortune? You don't want me to also have fortune?
I want you to find your own destiny.
That's what I'm saying. I want to go find it. You tell me where to find it.
There's not more than one. There's the only one.
But then why even look?
Exactly.
I know we should go, but I'm also like.
He wants
curious.
you to make, like, rather than try and impart the course that he's taken with finding this ring, he wants you to try and make your own life.
Yes, but he has a ring that grants wishes.
Maybe-
You are all acting like this is a metaphor for life. It's a
Look,
ring that
I
grants
watched
wishes.
Esper take a potion and vomit gold out of his mouth for
Yes,
about
and I would do
25
that
minutes.
also.
We could go back to
He's
Dimple
been to Dimple
Shrimps.
Shrimps. I've heard of that place.
Also, the wish potion.
We sort of get together once a year.
All the curious shoppers. I need to go to CurioCon so bad.
I really respect what you're doing in the fact that you're waiting and really thinking about it, because having that time limit on the wish potion really fucked me up, and I panicked.
Exactly, huh?
I wish for a pretty small amount of gold, honestly.
I just want to bring it back to the fact that he was willing to sell me the wish for gold, but then balked at the idea that a wish for gold was a bad idea.
Well, you gotta pay me first before I grant the wish, but also a wish for gold is very pedestrian, so...
It's my wish. If you're willing to sell the wish...
Really, it's my wish that
Listen,
I'm selling to you, and I
If
don't
you...
wanna...
Would you not sell an item once I tell you what I'm going to use it for?
Yeah, but this is the thing, because if I allow you to do that, I can't guarantee that the money is gonna be...
that's it.
The money that you ask for, because sometimes the wishes are fickle, you know, they're not always exactly what you want.
Is it like a monkey paw thing? Like it's not gonna.
Every time, any wish is always sort of a monkey. You roll the dice.
Would you be willing to make a trade? Not obviously for a wish, but I have an item that's quite curious, quite random. And I
Tell
would
me more.
It's a deck of cards.
Right.
Has a different effect each time you draw. There's only 6 left, but I'd let you draw one of the cards. Could be good, it could be bad. Are you a gambling?
But for what? What is it?
Something that you'd be willing to trade.
I don't know.
No, it's totally up to you.
Because you said it could be good, it could be bad. I don't want a bad thing.
Yeah.
So I
that's
think
the
I'm
gamble.
okay.
Okay.
And I don't want to pass out and him take my ring.
I would ensure that that doesn't happen if you passed out.
You seem the most trustworthy, but
It's just, are you a gambling?
not really.
Well then.
He hasn't used 3 wishes. He's had the ring for how long? He's obviously not a gambling
It's
man.
like
He's working.
What I'm offering is a...
I'm bothered by this too.
What I'm offering is almost...
totally.
Shai is so deeply unbothered
Yeah.
by this. So
like a-
Yeah,
deeply
but you don't
unbothered.
use money.
Fair.
So like,
So
It's
that
a small
tracks.
taste of the power of a wish. So that you can maybe get the sense of it. Dip your toe.
No, but then I wouldn't be in control, so that scares me a bit. I like to be in control.
Understood.
So the value you thought you were gonna sell it for X amount of money.
Honestly, I sort of just gave him a number that came to my head because I'd never considered selling it before.
I am a lord of the I'm Lord of the Trigon.
That's not gonna do anything.
I don't mean nothing down here.
I mean, titles don't really mean anything if you have to...
God damn it.
Hey.
Thistle leaves.
I have an idea. I actually have a good idea.
I walk out to keep an eye on Thistle.
Oh God, everyone's
He's
doing
not
it.
there.
Okay, I think I actually have a good idea, although I may be misreading the situation completely, and it might be a bad idea.
Roll initiative, you two.
You're worried that the wish will go wrong, right? That something bad will happen. And you're worried about that not just for us with the money wish, but for yourself, which is why you have not used these wishes yet.
Yeah.
Right? You've been hanging on to this thing for how long?
Enough time?
Yeah, and you're worried about having some, bad luck, misfortune?
Well, could be. Yeah, you know, I think I'm trying to really craft the wording so it's
Why
ironclad.
don't you have your first wish be, I wish that all of my subsequent wishes are exactly how I want them to be, not how I say them.
Yeah, but see, that feels like a waste of a wish when really if I just took the time and was very thoughtful about the words that I put together, I think I'd get the same result.
Let me cook.
Yeah, go for it.
Are we doing things outside?
What's your initiative?
Yeah, no.
21.
12.
What if I had a way to find out whether you were about to be lucky or unlucky before it happened?
Well, that would be interesting, but...
And if you were maybe due for some luck.
But then I feel like if I found out and it was a bad thing, then I would never use the wishes.
Right, but it's like
This man is impossible.
it's like counting cards in
I think
blackjack.
she means right now, like today. If today is...
I wasn't gonna use a wish today.
But
today
are
might
you
be the
ever going
perfect
to use a
time
wish?
for it.
Or are you always
Yes,
going to
but
be
I'm-
afraid your whole life? Hanging on to this thing until you die?
Well, you know, we'll see. That's
Yeah?
a long way away, I think.
Leave it to a D&D adventuring party to challenge an entire person's worth.
How long?
I had a friend. His name was Thin Pete.
That sounds like a made-up name, I'm gonna be honest with you.
It's what we called him because there was a time in my life where I was a thief. I had to get by however I could. And Thin Pete was in a similar sort of situation.
Oh, I thought you said Thin Peak.
Thin Pete.
Okay.
And he was always very scared to commit that first crime. Because once you commit that first crime, it's no going back, was his mentality. He was always worried he'd get caught, or the worst thing would happen. You want to know what happened to Thin Pete? He starved to death because he couldn't make money.
Well, that's very sad.
Sometimes when you are worried about the worst outcome, you never allow yourself any outcome.
Well, I will take that under advisement. You've given me much to think about.
Do you want me to find out whether today is a lucky day for you or not? You can do with it what you want.
No.
Okay.
Seem like a man who makes his own luck.
Yes, I like that.
Okay.
Shall we go?
Yeah, I feel like we've tried.
As you step out, you see Shy and Thistle surrounded by 3 Sawagin and a double-headed shark. And that's where we're going to end it today.
I'm ready to throw down. I'm in elemental form.
Perfect.
Wow, thank you all so much for joining us for this wonderful episode. We will be back next Monday right here, same time, same place, with more in the wonderful watery plain of water. Yeah, we're below Alussia. I was gonna
plain
say
of water.
the watery plain of Alussia, but that's not what it's called. Please stick around for the raid. We're gonna go hang out with someone awesome and put your thumbs up, babies.
Say we actually touched the goat.
Yeah, when
You
you
did touch the good.
So you know when it's in front of you, you just gotta
touch the good.
Bye.